Hello, 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 ladies and gentlemen. I am going to have to get used to everything being a little bit different because my chat's there and you're there, so I do need to sort that out in the future. But hello, hello, hello. Welcome, 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 everybody. How are you all doing today? Welcome, everybody, into the stream. I hope you're all doing well. I am doing absolutely fantastic. What I do need to do is I need to turn up, I think, the brightness of one of my lights. Let's get YouTube vertical and let's get TikTok involved as well. Let's say hello. Where are they? Where are they? Where are they? There they are. Yeah, we're not hearing ourselves twice. That's good. And then over on YouTube vertical, let's make sure that is public. And we are... Come on. No. Come on. There we go. Right. Took some time. There we go. Right. We've got it. Hello. Hello, hello, hello. Right. Welcome, welcome, everybody. How are we all doing today? Let's quickly... Lighting. We need more lighting, I think. Let me know when it's good. Wrong one. No, go away. Remind me later. This one. How's that? That good? I'm kind of like reflecting it off the wall, so it bounces back and hits my face. How's that? That's better, right? That's better. How's that? There. I feel like that's good. Good morning! Welcome, 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 everybody. Hello, hello, hello. How are you all doing today? Feels cozy. That's what we like to see. That is what we like to see. Welcome everyone to the stream. If you're watching right now, do say hello. I'm going to shout you all out if you're watching. This morning, we have got Melly. We've got Bacon's Crew. Brajan, welcome into you. Welcome in Tis, Prijaval. Welcome in TC Monitor. Papa, Japro, Mama Gullis. Welcome in, Mum. Hello, hello, hello. Missing you all too. Over on the Twitch chat, we've got Liam Floyd, just came in on YouTube. Welcome to you. Over on Twitch, we've got Mars was the first one into the chat. Then we've got Danny Rocks UK. We got Theo, Chicken Wing, Zolani, Z-Harmy, Luca. Welcome in Dom. Welcome in Chonky, Chicken Wing, Rams, John. Welcome in Am. Hydro coming in with a tier 1 sub. Currently on an 8-month streak. And 15 months total. What a legend. Shout out to Hydro. Was close to fighting for the championship with me, but not close enough. If we could remove that person, please, Muzz, in the chat, who's a bot. Get rid of them. That'd be great. Ambrose, welcome in. Welcome in, Mr.N. Mars coming in with the 7 months. Thank you very much. What a legend. Simply Benny, hello to you. Welcome in. Over on TikTok, we have got Linus. We've got Chicken Wing. We have got Dreggy. We've got Doze, Cleos. Welcome, welcome, welcome. Stop spamming in the chat, Mr.N. Please stop spamming in the chat. Right. Well, chat. Welcome, welcome, welcome. What are we going to do today? First stream of the year. Yes, we are back indeed. What are we doing? Well, today is a big day because we are back doing our F1 25 My Team career mode. Of course, we started off, this is season 8 of career mode. Like, we've gone far. If you have missed any of the career mode so far, then basically, we started off with Alpine. It was a good season with Alpine. It was okay. Didn't win a championship. Then we went to Mercedes. Norris won the championship by 1 point over us. So we lost out to that one. But then we won it in our 3rd season with Mercedes. We went with Ferrari. Then Alpine came out with an illegal car for 2 seasons. We lost out to Maloney and then Jenson Button in the Alpine. And then season 6, I won the championship with Ferrari. Then I made my own team. We made Gullis Racing last season. And there is me as a manager, but also as a driver as well. We were going to try and win a championship on our own team. We were the worst team on the grid. We managed to come back, win a lot of races, and by the end of the season, we're one of the best teams. And now, we go into Season 2 with Gullis Racing, eager to try and win the championship. But let's see what we can do. So, let's have a little look at the changes going into this new season of career mode. So, if we have a look at where the teams stand, let's have a look at the sign upgrades. This is where the teams stand. We are the best team in Formula 1 right now. We've got Mercedes in second, Red Bull in third, Honda in fourth. Then we've got McLaren, Scuderia Ferrari, Williams, Benetton, Toyota, Cadillac, and then Audi. The logos aren't different there, but they should be different when we load into the actual part of the game, because I haven't done any changes with the mods. But that is where we stand right now. We are the best team in Formula 1. New liveries. There certainly are new liveries, and we will go through that in the practice session and show that all off momentarily. Driver transfers, though. Let's have a look at what the driver transfers are going into the next season. Oscar Piastri, still a free agent, chat. Still a free agent. So we're going to be looking at trying to pick him up maybe next season, if and only if Nicholas Solov does not perform. If Solov doesn't perform, we'll be looking elsewhere. If Solov does perform, now that we are the best car on the grid, then I will look at retaining Solov for the future. But let's have a look at the rest of the team. So, Charles Leclerc stays at Ferrari, with Lando Norris still staying as a free agent. Max Verstappen still at Red Bull. We got Senna still in the McLaren. George Russell still at Mercedes. Oscar Piastri still a free agent. No changes there. Carlos Sainz still with Williams. Williams have a slightly different look for this season. Albon moves to Mercedes as Gasly stays with Williams. Myself, of course, in Gullis Racing. Then we've got, I don't know why he's there, because he shouldn't be there. Andrea Kimi Antonelli is in Ferrari, with Nico Hulkenberg a free agent now, Yuki Tsunoda in Red Bull, Esteban Ocon in Toyota, Oliver Behrman at Toyota, Bortoleto now at McLaren, with Valtteri Bottas. He might look like Liam Lawson, just allow that. Valtteri Bottas now at the Cadillac team, with Isaac Hadjar moving to Honda, who have taken over Aston Martin. Franco Colapinto at Benetton, with Lance Stroll in Honda as well. Daniel Ricciardo is back. He may look like Jack Doohan again, just ignore that, but he is back in the Benetton, with Sergio Perez also maybe looking like Paul Aaron. Again, ignore that. He is back and he is driving for Cadillac. Then we've got Jarno Opmeer. Jarno Opmeer has joined our grid. So we're going to be taking on an F1 Esports champion. He's driving for Audi, with our final driver, Pepe Marti, also driving for Audi. And of course, then Nicholas Solov down at the bottom. It's always so funny to see them in teams that you are not used to. Honey Badger is back. Exactly. This is a mod. That is correct. Thank you very much for the hype train, guys. Sorry that I missed that, but thank you very much for the hype train. I really appreciate you both. Muzz and to Hydro. Really appreciate both of you. Okay, so there's a few things we got to go through before we get into, of course, the start of the new season. We've got a lot of these to go through, so we've got to see what we can do. Of course, we are the best team on the grid, but the other teams are going to be eager to try and catch us up. Welcome back, Squig. Welcome into the chat. Hope you're well, buddy. Hope you are well. How did you change them to Toyota, Cadillac, etc.? All mods. Anything that you see or hear that is different in this career mode, it's all mods. A lot of these I've taken from a website called overtake.gg. Elsewhere, you're looking at Scotty Designs. Scotty Designs has put together my livery and also Toyota and helped put this whole package together. So shout out to the GOAT. There's Scotty Designs, as player has come in with a message saying, dinner is on me. Welcome back. I don't know if it showed up because sometimes it does, sometimes it doesn't. But thank you very much for the $50 donation, player. You absolute legend. Everyone, shout out to them. Shout out to player. What a goat. Can I give you a shout out? Welcome in, Gamer King. Hope you're doing well. Welcome to the second week of 2026. Still got the V10? Yes, we do. We do still have the V10. So pre-season department onboarding. Could look at that, but I don't think we're going to be doing too much improvements at the start of the season. We start off really well. So I think instead 5,000 every single day. It's not going to be too bad, is it? Only experience will go up. Title sponsor, loyalty. Could do these ones. That could help unlock some bonuses. So maybe actually let's do that one. Pre-season tour and pre-season press conference. We can still do that. So, maybe... But let's do fan rating. And then I don't think there's anything else I can do here. So that's fine. Right. For the engineering... anything I can do. 100 resource points per day. Yes, give me that. And all of these ones are a bit long. So instead... fan rating will go up, but... I don't really know what we're focusing on. And then we'll do the chassis. Okay, the chassis will go down and then we'll put it back up after. I think that's fine. Please freaking race already. It's Sam. Okay, Sam. All right, you're going to wait, bro. Okay, these are things that we got to do in the career mode, all right? We have to set it up. Otherwise, we will never get to be a better car. And if we don't get to be a better car, then we're never going to be able to win races. So we could race, but we'll always be at the back. Which one would you like? Would you like to see us race last and have a terrible car? Or would you prefer that we actually take some time, you know, get your TikTok brain out for a second, all right? And we sort the car out. And we sort out the career. How about that? How about you chill? Okay, right. Preseason. I think this one really... I mean, that's going to help with talks. Driver camp. Probably that one, right? And then help with talks. I mean, Solov, I don't know. I don't know whether I need to. Please, some dopamine. Race last, please. Well, you're just going to have to wait, Portable Fish. I don't care about your dopamine, bro. Kevin Collins, though. I do care about you. Coming in with a 2-month. Currently on a 2-month streak sub. Thank you very much, you absolute legend. Chill and enjoy the stream. Exactly. Lloyd knows. Take some time. We need to have a good car. Hayden can tell Sam to chill the F out. Exactly. Right. Go with that one. Do I have enough days? Yes, I do. Perfect. And then finally... how many of these can we do? Sponsorship loyalty. That's going to be good. More sponsors. Cash. Okay, we're going to take some cash. That would not be too bad. Take that. Perception. Still do this one. Get the cash or secondary sponsor discovery. I mean, that's going to give me more money in the future. That's going to just give me 25,000 now. So I think let's do that. Okay, cool. We've sorted all of that out. We've gone through that. We've gone through that. What we do need to look at, chat, and update you on. One last thing before we start to move on is race gear. The car has had an upgrade, chat. The car has had an upgrade. If you look now, we have got V2, version 2 of the livery. If you remember at the back, we had like this blend of HG and black. Me and Scotty both didn't think that it worked. So we've gone... Well, I say we. This is Scotty. I actually said to Scotty, I was like, if you want to change the livery, feel free to change the livery. All right? But there's no pressure. You don't have to. And Scotty just cooked this up. So... The sides are a little bit different. The front wing's a bit different. The rear wing is now all blue. The halo is now all blue. And then we've got this nice sort of element on the side. And like, I know some of you may be saying, this is an IKEA livery. And I want you to know that Scotty started putting it, or was working on it whilst I was in IKEA yesterday. So, hey, listen, maybe that's why. Suit look a lot more black. I don't think the suit's changed. Maybe slight changes. But not changed too much. And of course, we're running a Mercedes AMG engine for this season. And also, we've got sponsors on the car. We've got sponsors on the car, which we can add to as the season goes on. But we are not going to do that today because, well, we want to get into the racing. Pump Mantis coming in with a 16-month subscription. What a legend. It looks awesome. Hey, look. Shout out Scotty Designs. He's cooked. Those are the race suits, still got the Converses on. And we've now got, obviously, Mercedes badge in the top rather than the Renault. But other than that, everything else is looking pretty darn good. We're going to get into the other teams later on. Just quickly look at facility improvements, anything that we need to do. And that is what we're going to work on now. So, let's fast forward time. We have got upgrades to develop, I think. Yes, a lot of upgrades. Of course, we did have a regulation change last season. We were pretty good with adapting parts, but we have got a lot of parts that we do need to now develop. So, I guess, dual develop all of these parts. Spend our money. We've got the money. So let's spend it. And let's get the engine back to where it was at the end of last season. So that has got to be the goal for now. Hayden, when... the next Creator Series starts. Creator Series iRacing begins on the 22nd. Creator Series iRacing will begin on the 22nd. If you're asking me about Creator Series F1, go ask somebody who takes part in it, because I don't care. Right. Love the car. Love the car. It's looking good. It's looking good. How'd I get that? Standard sponsors or modded? There's a few modded ones, but there's a few standard ones as well. I think I missed every iRacing stream. You were fast asleep because, I mean, fair enough, you're in Australia. Engineering facility improvements.
We have a part or two ready for
so let's get that on. SKRL Racing, welcome in. Saying hello to Mars. Right. Those two have gone on, which is great to see. So let's have a little look here. Now we can unlock more research, which is good. It's looking smexy. Exactly. That's what I see. Why is my nose so itchy? I've taken a hay fever tablet. Right. Unlock a new research focus. Activities. Reduce the time it takes to research upgrades. Oh, that'd be good. That'd be good. And then cost of researching and developing error upgrades. That'd be good as well. Okay, cool. Those are the two that have gone on. So we're happy with that. Can we upgrade any other personnel? No, they're all fine. Okay. Research. What can we research? Have we unlocked anything? I think we may have unlocked some... we've got these that we can do. So that's fine. We've got 1,300 resource points, though. So I don't think we have enough for anything, chat. Let me just quickly look. 1611. Okay. 19. 2,000 and 2,000. So we could do powertrain. But I think for now, let's wait. Let's build up the resource points. Let's build those up. Let's wait a little bit. The car is looking good. We don't need to rush it. The car is looking good. So let's get those on. We're going to have a lot coming through, hopefully, before the start of the season with the engine. And we are going to have an absolute rocket ship, chat. Get Honey Badger for next season if when Solov underperforms. I'd rather get Piastri. I'll be honest, chat. I would rather get Piastri. Durability development breakthrough. Okay. That's good. That's fine. Okay. And then with this, research. Morale is low, but we don't have anything. 1,700. Still, I don't think enough. I want to go for bigger upgrades, I think, right? All right, I'm back. Welcome in. Finally, Hayden is back. Welcome in, Kevin. Glad to see you. But I think, one in the chat if you think we should get Oscar Piastri as a free agent. Two in the chat if you think we should get Daniel Ricciardo / Jack Doohan. Because it's the same driver, right? Daniel Ricciardo in this career is only going to be as good as Jack Doohan can be. So I think we go for Oscar Piastri. I think we can all agree on that. I don't know. Did those upgrades go through? The engine, like, look at the performance chart. Like, we are cooking in comparison to those other teams at the moment. Okay, we've got an event personnel. Well, if it's got no... If this has got no bad size to it, other than spending 50k, which I have, because I've got 40 million, then we might as well run the campaign. That's not an issue. Money isn't an issue here, chat, okay? Money is not an issue for Gullis Racing right now. Let me crack. You can crack. Wind tunnel improvements. Okay, one of them's failed, but that's fine.
We'll need to revisit the development
We've got owner training, which is good. What do we want to unlock? Impacts morale. Okay. And positive. Unlocks new team restructure activity. 50 resource points after each race while winning a rivalry. We haven't had a rivalry since Season 1. And I don't know if we're going to get them. I feel like it's broken. The impacts upon driver perception. When they reject your contract. Yes. Yes. That would be good. Okay. Cool. Let's go for that. I didn't even follow yet on this account. Slide Bill. Thank you very much for the follow, though. Barcelona or Real Madrid? I've got to say, I'm probably more Real Madrid. Piastri, the man who stopped racing at Azerbaijan, basically, look, okay, he was clearly too good, and he felt like it was an unfair advantage because of his skill level compared to everybody else. So he thought, look, let me let everybody else have a chance, and I'll take it again next season. That's just what he said. All right, and you got to respect it. Like, that's fair play. Fair play. Right, powertrain. 6 parts went on. These parts failed. So let's develop these ones, and they will all be on before Australia as well. So that is perfect, chat. That is perfect. Assign upgrades. We've got 2 upgrades. Of course, we always assign them to, well, Solov's car, but it goes to mine. That makes no sense. Can we... No? Okay. Never mind. I'm getting the parts. Okay, screw Solov. Screw Solov. Give me the parts. Give me the parts. Facility improvements. That's already gone on. That's perfect. Right. Reduce the cost of research and development of that. That's fine. Allow you to research 3 projects at the same time, maybe. Powertrain upgrades. Let's do this one. Let's do that. Personnel as well. That's been done. So let's look at this. Try and level up Solov as much as possible, chat. That's got to be the goal right now. Oh, look at our new facilities. We've got a pool table. Perfect. We're going up in the world, chat. We are going up in the world. We've got a pool table. We already had a vending machine, but now we've got a pool table and some very, very comfy looking sofas. F1 World is back, chat. We can design our sofas again. God, those were the days. Those were the days. Welcome in, Travis. I've got a pool table. Let's go. Oh, no, that's the wrong button. Okay, right. Fast forward. Give me some more resource points. And then...
Another milestone. Good job.
Okay. Oh, those couches are nice. Workforce high rate plus 5%. That's perfect. We spent 50k. We're going to get more engineers very quickly. There is no downside to that,
Hey,
chat.
Chief. We've got multiple parts out of research. Don't forget.
We're
to
getting more
develop
people
them.
here, so that's good as
We've
well.
got performance on the table.
Right.
We could be getting into the
We're going to be
car.
getting into it very, very soon, chat. Very, very soon. James, thank you very much for the follow. Welcome in. Welcome in. Good to see you all here. Right. Facility improvements on this one. Internal comms team. Facility tools. That could be good. Reduce driver contract salary expectations by 10. That's going to help us in the long run, especially if we're looking at Oscar Piastri. If we do get Oscar Piastri, we're going to want him to be as cheap as possible, chat, right? So, that would be good. If we can get Oscar Piastri to be cheap, that would be good. So, I think... Or do we increase the rate of hiring while they have high morale? That's all departments. Let's do salary. Let's do salary. Let's do that one. Let's reduce the cost there as and where we can, and that'll be good. Okay, I think that is literally, finally, everything going into the end of the season. We now have equal cars. We're both cooking on all cylinders, chat. So without any further ado, it is time to get into... Let's put that on balanced before I accidentally have 2 sets of hard ties. Oh, I've got some messages. Excessive cash reserves. Mate, I'm spending as much money as I can. All right, don't look at me and say excessive cash, because what am I supposed to spend my money on? I don't have any more. Oh, we do have 2,000. Hang on a minute. Where are we worse? Let's have a look quickly. Just 1 second before we get in. Can we look at where we are underdeveloped as a car in potential? Where do we look at that? We look at that somewhere. Is it in development? No. Is it in research? Yes, there we go. Okay. I mean... Durability, maybe? Could be something we could look at more. So I think let's take the hit, durability. And work on that. Gearbox. We don't really need to worry about gearbox. ICE could be important. I think that is usually an important part of the car. So maybe let's research that. Aren't we in the middle of Season 6 and 7? No, we're not. No, we're not. We're in the middle of Season 7 and 8. Piastri and your team is going to insta-win the season. So that's if we still have a good car. Regulation changes could come into it. Make things very interesting. But, finally, without any further ado, let's get into the Australian Grand Prix. Solov is now 70 rated. We're now 92 rated. Not a surprise. We are a 2-time world champion. And we nearly... won the championship in our own team last season. Now, I've got to let you all know, chat, that I have not turned a lap on this game since we did the last community race around Monaco. So what you are about to see is my first laps for 3 weeks. I have not played this game for 3 weeks. So, bear with me. We're gonna take it as it goes. It's a dry weekend. That is good. I do think I have full qualifying on, so let's put that down to short qualifying. Rain in practice 1. Full length race, though, because that's, of course, what we always do. Without any further ado, chat, let's get into the first practice session of the season. And let's see how this is going to go. What do we think, chat? 1 in the chat if we're going to be able to jump on it quickly. 2 in the chat if you think we're going to be in trouble. And gloves. I've got gloves. Where's my race suit? Yeah, I haven't got a race suit yet. I still haven't worked on a race suit for the team. Something I do want to do at some point. But at the moment, we've got to be patient. There's Daniel Ricciardo. Not Jack Doohan. Definitely not Jack Doohan. That's Daniel Ricciardo. Gonna be Rusty. And you're already getting a look at the new livery. And it says Hayden Gullis on all platforms now. Not Hayden Gullis on all platforms. Why am I on this side of the garage? I thought I'd be on the other side of the garage. Right? Maybe. I don't know. Have I always been on this side of the garage? I'm not too sure. Okay. Right. Session info. First of all, updated SRC potential. Oh, my gloves. I need to take my glove off. My phone's not working. Aussie. Because we have Daniel Ricciardo. Cardo. Exactly. I run a Fanatec CSL DD+. Right. Let's go to car setup. Let's load a car setup. I should have an Australia somewhere. I don't know where. There we go. I do have an Australia. I'm going to hide it. You guys aren't allowed to see it, so you guys instead get to look at my beautiful face whilst I put the setup on. Now, as you can see, I've moved stuff around. I've got the camera on the left side now compared to where it was, so you can see more of my background. My mic is here. We may need to work with adjusting the microphone so that it is comfortable and I'm not donking into it the whole time. Right. Let's see how these wings perform. The car is an upgraded career mode car. Now, VSE are great setups. I love them. I think they work really well. They're really stable, and that's all I ever want from a setup. However, when running in career mode, things are a lot different. When you're upgrading your brakes, the brakes can become a little bit too powerful. So, yeah, we're going to see how it goes. Thanks for answering. No problem, Chonky. No problem. Ladante, thank you for the follow. KF, thank you for the follow as well. Right. Okay, setup is all good. I'm actually going to save the car setup over Australia. So I've got the updated one. That is all good. You guys can come back and see my screen now. And that is all fine. Okay. Are we good, chat? Are we good? Are we happy? I think we're happy. Sai, thank you very much for the follow. James, Lil Broski, thank you for the follow as well. What is this Domed doing live? Sorry, James. Sorry to let you down. We got a track acclimatization one to get us started with, which is exactly what we want, chat. That is exactly what we want. We want track acclimatization just to get us to figure out how this game works again. Because it's been a while. It's been 3 weeks. Thank you very much, Nathan, for the gift. Appreciate you. The background looks different. We're just on the opposite way. You're just seeing it from the other side. And here it is. The sexy new livery. I've got assists on. Hang on. Let me turn the assists off. Hang on 1 sec. There we go. Right. And now we're into it. Okay, the brand new livery. A lot more blue. Okay, yeah, the mic is in the way. Mike. How's that? I think that might be fine. We'll have to see. Maybe that way. We will figure it out. I just saw... How is Yano in Audi? I know, right? Oh, a little bit of a frame lag there, but it's okay. Okay, it's like we never left, chat. Look at this. It is like we never left. We are so good. Oh, a few little screen freezes. Game not liking it too much, but purple all the way through the track acclimatization. We are cooking, chat. We are cooking. Only one green score so far. And everything is looking fantastic. Let's see how this car performs in qualifying, though. And then, of course, later on, I don't think I need to brake that much. Oh, don't get on that curb. Oh, my days. It's just going to spit you back out. Braking way too early for some of these corners. But we should be okay. I wonder how Solov's going to perform as well. 1 in the chat if you think Solov is going to perform well now that we've got a good car. 2 in the chat if you still think he's going to be stinky. That was insane. Honestly, all but one was purple. You don't lose it, chat. It's like riding a bike. Okay? You never forget. Solov be P8, I'm sure. Do you know what? If he's not challenging me for the championship, it's not a bad thing, right? If I can fight with the likes of Russell, Verstappen, all of those guys, then that's fine with me. As who's this on track? I believe this is one of the Toyotas. The Toyota livery has not changed from last season. I know you're wondering, why is Hayden doing track acclimatization again? Listen, okay? I am trying just to get up to speed. He's going to be stinky, but less stinky. Okay, Solov will be Sonoda in Red Bull. Just a little lift through there. Oh my god, did you see that screen freeze? Oh my god. That's not what you want halfway through that corner. That was a big one. It just kind of froze then. You can see by the snap of direction, look. Weird. Is this iRacing? This is not iRacing. iRacing you will see from us on Thursdays from the 22nd onwards. And also on Wednesday evenings from the 21st every other week. I signed up to an IndyCar league. Because you know I like IndyCar. There's a European IndyCar series starting up on iRacing. So I'll be doing that every Wednesday. Just for a bit of fun. I got 1 green score again. God damn it. Okay, that's fine. That's fine. Should we have a look at some cars? We've got some cars on track. Let's have a little look who we've got on track. We've got right now the Toyota. Now, the Toyota's not changed, chat. The Toyota hasn't really changed. It's exactly the same. But, like, if it's not broke, don't fix it. That is the Toyota. Toyota Gazoo Racing. Thank you, Scotty Designs, for this. Same with the McLaren. Not changed, because that is a stunning livery, and that is what they should be running. The white and the orange. Oh, papaya. Sorry, papaya. Chappers coming in with a 5-month streak. What a legend. What a legend, Chappers. He's back. Shall I film it? Yes, you shall. And we've gone with the Red Bull Ford, bringing back that metallic blue, the white edging around the ball, and the Red Bull logo. Hopefully, what the livery is going to look like for 2026. Something similar to this. I would be very, very happy with that. I think this dropped on overtake.gg very, very recently. And I was like, yo, that is sexy. I want that. I want that. That is Red Bull now. So that is looking good. Those are the only live cars that are on the grid right now. Because, of course, we've got me. And that's obviously the Gullis Racing car on track and how we are looking right now. And I like it. It looks good. Okay. What are these teams? How? These teams are the teams that are to be. Michael Shu, thank you very much for the follow. R. Lover, thank you for the follow as well. It's actually just Gazoo Racing. Is it? Right, time management. Let's do this one. Oh, so the game update came appropriately this start of the year. No. This is not actually... These are all mods, okay? Mods. Hey, and I'm back. I haven't watched it in a few weeks. That's because I haven't been live in a few weeks. I went back to the UK for holiday to be with my family for Christmas. And now we're back. We are back, chat. We are back. Yo, what's good, fellow Aussie? Who else is an Aussie in there? The Aussie Aviator. Welcome in. And there you go. There is all of the mods. That's from last season, but I think it's still... Yeah, it's exactly the same as for this season. Scotty Designs put together this livery that we're running right now. And it looks great. And we've got a lot of other teams on the grid. Honda have taken over Aston Martin. That's one of the biggest news stories going into this next season of our career mode. Is that Honda have taken over Aston Martin. I've got to say, chat, the livery for Honda is bloody sexy. And that was very late on the brakes. I still make it on the track, though. That was way too late on the brakes. But yeah, the Honda livery looks Unreal, chat. Hayden going to be Marcus Ericsson in the IndyCar series. So, I'm going to win the Indy 500. I'll take it. I'll take it. Show the Honda. I don't know if it's on track at the moment. It is on track. Hang on. Okay, I'll show the Honda. Let me show the Honda. So we've seen the Red Bull. We've seen you. Ah, here we go. Here we go. Here we go. You ready for this, chat? You ready for this? Look at how good this livery looks. Shout out. I think it's RC Designs or something like that. They put this together. It's on overtake.gg. This livery is on overtake.gg. But I think this is absolutely stunning. So that is Honda going forward. They've got Isaac Hadjar and Lance Stroll. And then we've got the Williams, which is, of course, the Williams that they run in COTA. A throwback to the BMW Williams days. This looks sexy. Looks so good. Mercedes hasn't changed. Vodafone Mercedes. And there's Solov. And there's me. Okay. I've got a few more other liveries to show off still. We haven't seen Cadillac. Got Cadillac on the grid. Albon's out of the way. Thank you, Albon. Nice and easy on the tyres. That's the focus for this program. Get the purple score. Get good tyre wear. Get used to driving the car. Audi, we haven't seen Audi as well. Yep, that's true. And you'll be happy to know, chat, that logos and names for teams have all been changed now. We went through it last night. We made sure that they were all the correct respective teams. And I've failed the task. Hang on. That wasn't supposed to happen. That wasn't supposed to happen. Hang on. Right, can we pass this? How do we lose so much time in the last corner? Don't even know. I'm going to burn the battery, though, just in case. Go purple, please, please, please. Ah, so close. So close to purple score, but it's okay. It's okay. Thank you very much, ATX, for the Flaming Hearts. Gullis Racing is the best looking car right now. Yes. Let's go. We have got a sexy car. I'm very, very happy with it. Quickly. Anybody on track? Ah, here's the Audi. Jarno Opmir in the Audi. It's basically the concept livery. Again, overtake.gg. I don't know exactly who put this one together because there's so many different modders that I've got liveries from, but you can find them all on overtake.gg, and this is based off the concept Audi that was created. We'll get a better look of it when I'm out on track. Sergio Perez in the Cadillac, and that is the Cadillac there. We've also got Benetton. Ferrari's a little bit different as well. We'll show that. We will get out on track, and we will have a look at all of those. But for now, race strategy, let's do this. Get 3 laps, and then we're going to get into qualifying, chat. Then we're going to get into qualifying. My house has no aircon too, so I had to suffer in the heat all day. That is an ouch. A rip. It's cold here, though. Right, we've got a lot of cars on track. Yeah, we do. Okay, before we start our lap, let's have a little look at what we've got then. So, Toyota, we've looked at. Benetton. We can show off again, because I like the Benetton that we've got. The Benetton, again. I think this is the same person that put together the... Why is this not... Why can I not look? Hello? Hello? Hang on a minute. Hang on a minute. Let's try that again. Right. Right, okay, there we go. Right. Why can't I look around the Benetton? What the hell? It's not working. I can't look around. Right, that's maybe because I'm in. Hang on. Maybe I need to wait. Maybe I need to just roll it a little bit. I'll start the lap and then we'll have a look. Maybe that's why. Because we're in that like loading screen. What's that pulsing, buzzing sound? Anybody else getting a pulsing, buzzing sound? Right. Just join the Discord. Let's go, the Aussie Aviator. Thank you very much. Appreciate it. Me too here. When you're in the pause menu. Well, you can hear it now. No, I see it. I see it. It's on the rig mic. There's like it's like going woom, woom, woom. I can see it. I don't know what that is. I will have to have a look for the next stream. Luckily, I don't think you can hear it. That's really weird. Yeah, I'm seeing it coming through. Okay. That is weird. I'm going to try and make sure that we don't go on the pause menus. It sounds like a clock. Vecna's coming, everybody. Vecna is coming. Why is it not working? Why is this not working? I can't look at the cars. What the hell? That's really weird that's not working. Like, it works on the other things. What about if I use my arrow keys? I don't know how I usually look around. Okay. Well, we're not going to get to look at those liveries because the game doesn't want us to, but at least now, when I'm talking consistently, you won't get that annoying pulsing buzzing sound. System glitch? Could be. I'm not too sure what it is. Is it a full season or custom? It's a full 24 race season, but it is a custom season. I can't remember exactly the tracks that we've got on it because we set it at the end of last year, which seems like so long ago now. We are set up for straight line speed, by the way, with this setup. We are absolutely cooking on a straight line speed, chat. How do you get the liveries and sounds? Overtake.gg is where you can find almost all of the liveries. This one is obviously put together by Scotty Designs for me specifically, because my own racing car with my own personal affiliations on the car. If you're wondering what Regen is, Regen are the glasses that I'm wearing right now. I wear blue light glasses because it helps protect my eyes from staring at a screen for long periods of a time. Voltex on the right. They're also quite a lot over the car because I love Voltex. I've wear Voltex for a while now. And I've got loads of Pokemon card binders behind me. Right, how'd I fail that target time? We need to burn some more battery at the final corner. Finally caught your stream. Hello to all. Welcome, Stream Mushrooms. Automobilist. I've got posters in my living room from Automobilist. So I love their stuff as well. And then VSC is all the setups that I use. So if you want to use setups that I use, VSC. You can find all of these companies if you use the exclamation mark and the company in the Twitch chat. If you're watching on YouTube, it's the link in the description. You'll find a link there. And if you're on TikTok, you'll have to go to the link in my bio, which will take you to my Discord. And in Partners and Affiliations in my Discord, you will find all of the companies there. Right, let's keep on pushing. Overtake.gg, yeah, that's where you get all the mods from. So all the different liveries, all the different cars that I'm running apart from the top. Oh! Okay, lost force feedback there. That was weird. This chat is not supposed to happen. That's good. Right, let's not have that happen again. I don't know if I need to brake through there, but the car feels so much faster than what it should be, which is crazy. Absolutely crazy. All right, nice and smooth through that corner. He did a Max Verstappen at Baku a few years ago. Yeah. Well, when he had his puncture. For me, it was the puncture. It was just my wheel said, nope, I will not work anymore. And there we go. Second lap, a lot better. VSE, not VSC. VSC is a virtual safety car. We are not a virtual safety car. Oh, car got a little bit loose over that curb there. Very tricky corner is turn one. It's very easy to get that corner wrong. As my teammates... Why are you last, Solov? Mate, if you're running at the back, in the car that we have, Solov, mate, you are on thin ice, bro. Yep, get out of my way. Thank you. Like, you should be pushing for podiums this season, Solov, with the car that we have. Where is my moderators? I don't know. TikTok moderators are sometimes here, sometimes not here. Right, we blocked them. They've gone. I've done it. I got rid of him. Hayden's back. Welcome in. Tayo, how are you doing? Oh, God. Oh, God. Oh, God. That's deep. We're okay. I need to burn some battery. I just want to get the target score, chat. And then we can get into the qualifying session for the Australian Grand Prix. Oh, losing out on the Delta. Come on, come on, come on. No. Come on, 2 attempts we've got to make on the straight. It's not going to happen. We've got to do another lap. Another 2 laps, probably. I don't think I've even got the green score right now. This is the first time I've ever had to do more than 3 laps in the race practice program. And hey, look, I said I haven't played the game in 3 weeks. I'm rusty. Allow it, allow it. We are still the fastest car on track right now. Setting the benchmark in practice, which is great. At least the game has sorted itself out now and not like the illegal Alpine a couple of years ago. I mean, that was insane, wasn't it? It is like riding a bike. We know how to drive it, but we are a little bit rusty. Just a little bit. Oh, that's a big cut, and that's wide. Les Lance Stroll in the Honda. What a beautiful car that is. What a beautiful car that Honda is. Might actually be my favorite non-Gullis Racing livery on the grid for this season. It's just so good, chat. It's just so good. Right. This should... No, whoa, 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 whoa! How are we down in a straight line? I don't get that. We're running basically none on the wings. How is my straight line speed so bad? Alright, target time passed. Okay. That's 40. I just need to complete this one. I get over 50, and that'll be good. Okay. I suppose it gives me more data, more laps you do. The more data I'm going to get on tyre wear and stuff like that. Which will give me a better indication on what I need to do in the race. I lost about 0.4 in the last couple of corners. Yeah, I mean, I get that, but then on the exit on the straight, I was losing time on the straights as well. Which I shouldn't really be. Like, this straight, we are flying, chat. Absolutely flying. The rest is not. Technically, if every car is 1 in the pits, we've got a yellow somewhere. Better not be my teammate crashing my car. Right, can I look at other teams now? I want to see if I can look at other teams now. Yes, okay, there's Williams. What should be when... Okay, we've got Ferraris a little bit different. They're running a bit more yellow on the back. I think it's a cleaner look. Again, on overtake.gg, I think this is a really nice livery. I mean, the DHL on the back is, like, I'm not sure about that. Just the small little DHL logo. And I don't know if you can see, but there's, like, a little different shading of red on the engine cover there that is the Ferrari horse. It's subtle, and it looks really good. Alfie, thank you very much for the rose. Appreciate you. There's Toyota. There's the Red Bull. We've looked at already. Here's... No! Why is it not letting me look at the side view of these cars? It's just literally these 2 cars. It doesn't let me look at the side of the Benetton. Right, okay. Can we look at it on TV? I didn't do that. Right, we can look at it that way. That's the Benetton. Right, we've got the Cadillac. This is what the Cadillac looks like. That's Sergio Perez in the Cadillac, so pretty decent. And the Audi, is the Audi on track? I don't think so. I don't think the Audi's on track anymore, so we can't look at the Audi. I don't know why. I don't know why it's doing that. That's really, really weird. F1 25 game doing F1 25 game things, chat. Oh, a little bit wide. It's okay. Gonna lose time through these final 2 corners. But we should be good. With 2 attempts up on the target time. We're not going to lose out enough time to dip below. And there we go. Boom. Okay. Right. That is practice over and done with, chat. I think it is time to get into qualifying. Before I do that, though, chat. As I say, Hayden, am I single in the Big 26? I am not. I have a beautiful girlfriend. So I'm not single. Right, oh my god. Blimmin' bots. Get out of here, bot. Get out of it. We don't want you. Get out of here, bot. Right, let's move that over there. Let's take my watch off. Is my watch making that noise? No, it's still making that pulsating noise. That's really weird. Okay, right. So Tyware slightly better than the AI. That is really, really good news. I'm having to... Oh, Alexander Albon in the Mercedes goes quickest, but he is on soft tyres. Solovin 7th on the mediums. Good showing. Good showing. 1.1 seconds off my time, though. So, not too sure how that's going to go. It's just a little toxic comes in with the 7-month Tier 1 sub. What a legend. Good morning to you. Absolute legend. Just a little toxic. Our VIP on the channel. And rightfully so. Top of the Christmas tree at the end of last year. Right. Without any further ado, chat, let's retire from session. Let's do quick practice, and then let's get into qualifying and see what we can do. Max Verstappen goes quickest in the Red Bull. It's looking fairly close, in all fairness. It is looking pretty close, which is good to see. I don't know how we're going to perform compared to the rest of the AI. We're going to have to see. Is the Fanatec wheel worth it? I've used Fanatec since 2018. I used the CSL Elite. Now I use the CSL DD Plus, and it's my preferred steering wheel. So for me, yes, I would say so. It's the only thing I've used in a long time, and I love it. Right, quick practice. Let's get the rest of these goals achieved. And a few little discounts as well on the other objectives would be great. Right. Exactly. Do, Max Verstappen. Exactly, Tayo. Solov will not get points regularly. He's going to be Red Bull Sonoda. Sad to tell you, Hayden. Look, as I said, what I want from Solov this season is consistently around P5. If I'm picking up race wins, he needs to be around 5. Why is there always bots in your TikTok chat? Just because I think TikTok hasn't really got a system for sorting out bots themselves. Same with Kick. Kick's quite bad for bots too. Consistently P8 more like. I would like higher, but I will take consistent points. To back up the team. Look, if we're the best car and we're not fighting for the Constructors' Championship, then I'm looking at Solov unless I've had a bad season. Bots only mean you're popular. That is a good point, alright? If you're getting a lot of bots in your chat, it means you're doing well. What mod? There's lots of different mods. You'll be able to find them all on overtake.gg. There's not like a mod package where you can find all of them in one. It's lots of different separate mods that you will find around overtake.gg. In the liveries, in the F125 skins, as well as a few miscellaneouses. I've got the new Pirelli look tyres in here as well. Right, quick practice. D, thank you very much for the follow. Welcome in. Thank you, Hans. Thank you, Tozer. Thank you for the follows. Woo, we're back, baby. Missed these streams. Hope you had a great Xmas and New Year. Thank you very much, Nick. I've got a question for everybody who has watched in the chat, right? What is your favourite livery that obviously isn't the Gullis Racing livery? Which one of the liveries is your favourite that isn't my livery? What are we saying, chat? Which livery that we have got on is your favourite that isn't my livery? I'd want to be a mod, but I know damn well I'd fall asleep on the job. Yeah, get him out. How dare you? Red Bull, says Isaiah. Hands down the RB. What's the Red Bull? Benetton says Carl. Mercedes says Nathan. Pedro says the Honda. Red Bull Metallic or Honda, says your favourite idiot. Ferrari probs, the yellow works so damn well. Liam Floyd says the Honda. Right, let's get into the Ferrari Miami. That's not what I'm asking, ABC. That's not what I'm asking. I'm asking for the grid just now, alright? Honda or Cadillac would have been McLaren if it was Golf. Can we see all the liveries again? Potentially. Potentially. When we get into the race, I can show all the liveries. Properly. The one where my garden doesn't get smashed up by a storm. I don't know which one that's going to help you with, to be honest. Right, let's get into the first qualifying session of the brand new season. So I have a big question for everybody right now. Where are we going to qualify? Where are we going to qualify, chat? How good is our car going to be? Where are we going to qualify? Get your predictions in the chat. Linus says P1. D says pole position. Alex says P4. Lloyd Walker says P1. Your favorite idiot says P3 to P4. Happy Val says P3. Marcel says P3. Han says P2. Green is great for racing. There is the Gullis Racing card. There is myself. And the got 'em, win 'em all on the text. We've got Lloyd says P1. Jaden says P3 of my skills. Joshua says P3. P3 for P3. Leon says P3. Nick says P2. Bruno P4. Linus, anything less is unforgivable. Sorry, Linus. I'll try my best. JM Jose says P6. You're going to have a shocker, I reckon. Decker says P5. Omar Bin says P1. No more on platforms. Exactly. Hallelujah. Jaden, as we said, P3. Nick says P2. Street Mushrooms, P3. Universal says P2. ABC says P20. Draghi says, thank you very much for the rose. Nata says P1. I believe in you, mate. Let's go. Let's go. Franz Stappen says P16. Fatal Demon says P16. Sorry, says P9. Melly says P2. Welcome in, Melly. I don't know why I said welcome in. You were in here earlier. Brajan says P2 to P4. Your favorite idiot, P3 to P4. Franz Stab says P69 would be fire. Elias says P12. And Ahe says P8. And Bowles says P5. And that is P1. I believe in you, mate. Please pin. No. Right. Let's get into it. Who do you think the top competitors are going to be this upcoming season? Honestly, wide open. Although I have a feeling it's probably going to be a Mercedes-powered team. I think it could be Mercedes. I'd love to see Williams up there. I would really love to see Williams up there. That would be amazing to see. Franz Stappen, thank you very much for the follow. Right! Let's get into the qualifying then. So fast forward. I go to about 10 minutes 30 left remaining on the clock. And then we go out for our laps. So that is what we're going to do. 10 minutes 30. Soft tyres will go on the car. It's only the short qualifying, so we haven't got the 2. It's just the short qualifying. So there's no need to run medium tyres or keep hold of any tyres. We want to push as hard as we possibly can. You're a great man. Love your stream. Thank you very much, Franz. Really appreciate you. I recently went to the F1 exhibition in Melbourne. If it comes near where you live, I recommend you go. So it's been in London when I lived in the UK, and it's been in Amsterdam when I lived in the Netherlands, and I haven't gone to it in either time. But, yeah. Oh, quickly. Now, we'll have a look at all the liveries at the end. Right, let's see what we can do then, chat. Here we go. Here we go. Push, push, push. Let's see what we can do for qualifying. Now, the Australian Grand Prix. A few little screen freezes down into the first corner. Not ideal. Not something we want to have to deal with too much. And let's see what this lap has got in store for us, chat. Oh! Over the curb. The car not enjoying that. And that is not where we want to be. Fighting and wrestling the car over the curbs. Not purple in the first sector, but we know where we've got the pace, chat. And that is in this sector right here. This is where we are quickest. It's going to be the straight line speed and hopefully the bravery through this corner, but oh, it's a little bit wide and it's a little bit unclean. It's not the nicest corner through there from myself, so definitely need to tidy that up for the second lap. And that one as well, a little bit too deep into the corner as well. This sector hasn't been the best for me in practice either. And of course, we know that AI do turn the wick up for qualifying. Purple in the middle sector though. So let's see what we can do. Burn the rest of the battery down towards the line. We can definitely use more battery in qualifying. Currently P11. That is not a good lap. That is not a good lap, chat. So we're going to have to really push next time around. But I think the grid is just going to be really, really close this season. Really, really close. So we do have to be aware of that. AJ, thank you very much for the follow. And we know one thing, chat. One thing that we've known and we've always known is Hayden Gullis is terrible at qualifying and a much better race driver. Let's have a look at the timing. So, George Russell, P1 by 0.4 of a second. Nicholas Solov out-qualifying me so far, so doing a better job. Let's see what we can do on these soft tyres. And again, chat, as I said, I'm rusty. I am rusty. Hello, Ronald. Welcome in. Good to see you. The stream is so laggy from Australia. Is it just you? Is anybody else experiencing lag? I love watching the lives from time to time, laying in my bed after waking up. Shout out to you, Red Marcel. Appreciate the love. Now, I'm in NZ and it's all good. F1 Mastercard says no. No lag over on TikTok as well. Seems fine. Here in Adelaide, stream's fine. Red Marcel, thank you for the follow. All good here. Okay, good. Right, we will go out for one more flying lap, and this is going to be push like hell. We need to get over this these little issues that I'm just having currently in the session right now. As there's Carlos Sainz. That car looks good. Solov 7th right now, so he's looking good in qualifying. Just those two out on track. We're going to have a little look at when all the other cars go out. It's a 1 minute 15, so I think about 2 minutes 30 remaining on the clock is kind of where we want to go out. And that's about now. Maybe 2 minutes. We want to be the last driver on track. And just for safety, chat, we're going to go out now. Oh, there's a couple drivers leaving the box. There, let's go. Let's go. YouTube. Me and my pup Enzo watching every stream you do. Woof, woof, woof to Enzo. Okay, we speak all languages here. We don't, we really don't. But we do speak dog. Woof, 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 woof. There we go. Damn. Can't wait to Melbourne. I love Melbourne. Melbourne's a great track. It is a great track. I'm glad that it is the season opener. For me, it just feels right to be the season opener. We're P12 at the moment. You know what? They're doing a good job for Audi right now. Doing a very, very good job for the Audi team. P13. Of course, they are not quite the car capable of winning races just yet, but who knows what is going to happen. Ronald, thank you very much for the 10 stream streak. English only. I'm sorry. I will now speak English. No longer speak dog. Okay, chat. 1 in the chat if you think that we can fight for pole position. 2 in the chat if you think we're going to bottle it. 1 in the chat if you believe that we can fight for pole position. 2 in the chat if you think we will bottle this qualifying session. Let's get the car nice and toasty. Don't have to worry about tyre temps because they're completely equal across the board. For fairness with the AI, because we know the AI, their tyre temps are just illegal. And it's unfair if we run it normally. Everyone's on track. I'm going to quickly see. Can I now look at liveries? Right. Can we look at this livery? Yes, we can. Okay, that's the Audi. So it's got the chrome on the front, the red, and the black. So that's the Audi, looking very much the same as the concept Audi, right? This is the Audi, right? We're going to pick a favorite livery. Everybody in chat, everybody right now, we're going to pick a favorite livery on the grid. We've got the Audi, right? Then we've got the Williams from Kota. Beautiful livery is the Williams. The Honda, might be my personal fave. This is the Honda. It's taken over Aston Martin. It's now fully fledged Honda team. We've got the Ferrari. Not too many changes. I mean, Ferrari is red. Ferrari should never not be red. But it's kind of similar to the Ferrari from, what was it, 1991? With the black wings. A little bit of yellow on the edge. And I really like the detailing of the horse. Can you see the prancing horse on the back? I don't know if you can see it. But there's just a nice sort of different shade of red that has a prancing horse there. Benetton, we can finally look at the Benetton. I really like the Benetton too, actually. The green blocks, the pink. It's like retro, and I like it. Really, really nice. The Cadillac, really good job here on the Cadillac. Blue Cadillac, blue and white. Quite like it. Good livery. Audi's there. Cadillac. Mercedes. It's just good. It just works. Red and black work so well together. I think this looks really nice. The Red Bull, hopefully the Red Bull that we're going to get in 2026. More of a metallic blue, really nice. This is how it looks in the light. Really, really good. McLaren, white and papaya. This is how it should look. Anybody that we've missed? Toyota, this is the Toyota put together by Scotty. Red and black, very, very nice. And then there's our car. There's our car, Gullis Racing. This is our car for the season. Which livery is the best? Let me know in the chat. Which livery is your favorite? Doctor coming in with a 40-month sub. What a legend. What a legend. Shout out, Doctor. And for us now, let's get ourselves ready for, oh my God, for the qualifying. Let's do this. Round the final corner. It's foot to the floor. And let's see what we can do as we head down in towards the first corner, turning off the ERS, using as much battery as we can possibly get away with, and trying to cut as much of the first turn without costing ourselves too much time, and we did on the exit of turn 2. Braking now in towards the third corner. Try and get the car tucked in and easy on throttle. Now, we made a mistake on this corner, running it too wide. This time, a lot smoother on the exit through there. Burning battery, because we were a little bit too conservative with the battery last time around. Purple in the first sector, and that is a little bit more like it. We know we're going to be quick through sector 2. We have the pace in the car. We have the straight line speed. It's all going to be about how much time we lose in sector 3 compared to the other cars. Dropping down to 13th position for the time being, chucking the car into the left and then the right, trying not to use too much curb on the outside of that corner, dropping down the battery to about 25%, braking at the 100-meter board, a little bit wide of the apex, but we do get it turned in for the corner. Not purple in the middle sector. I think that's our previous lap, but that's all fine. In towards these last couple of corners, trying to take as much curb as we can possibly get away with. Through the final turn now, rest of the battery down to the line. It's going to be a 1.2 second improvement. Is it enough for pole position at the start of season 8? No, it is not, but it's P2. It's up at the front, and we are fighting at the right end of the grid this season. George Russell. And that Mercedes is still very, very good. 2 tenths off George Russell, sadly. I guess it was just the last sector that cost us. Thank you very much to Danny Well for the 3 months tier 1 sub. Or resubscribe for 3 months on a 6-month streak. What a legend. What a legend. I love Melbourne. Second best track to Monza, in my opinion. I'm so excited to the first practice of the race. Got tickets for Christmas. Let's go. What a legend. Right, what was our favourite livery? Audi or Cadillac? George Russell was a beast in qualifying. Crazy idea playing F1 while listening to the Power Rangers Turbo. Oh, I feel like that's very fitting. Let's look at the rest of the grid. So who has been the biggest winners and who have been the biggest losers over the course of the winter? Carlos Sainz in the Williams. Williams has not done well. Andrea Kimi Antonelli, first race for Ferrari. And he's down in P16 when his teammate is P5. Not a good performance there from Kimi Antonelli. Both McLarens not had the best qualifying either. P9 and P12 with Alexander Albon in the other Mercedes being 1 second off of his teammate. Everybody else not really there with George Russell. Obviously, only one to get closest with only 2 tenths behind, but still a bit of time to find George Russell. But not bad qualifying there from Nicolas Solov to put himself up into P7. So very, very happy with that so far. So not too bad. We would like to have more. Where's Piastri and Norris? Yeah, they're free agents. We're going to be looking to sign Oscar Piastri for the new season. But that's a while away. That's a long time away. Thanks for the head up of when your stream will come back. I was asleep. Sorry. Yeah, it was very late when I finished the mod last night. And I wanted to share pictures when I announced I was going live. Scotty was working through the afternoon yesterday to get it done for today. What a champ. Hayden, why not sign a champ? I just prefer Oscar Piastri. Is that allowed? Is that okay? Am I allowed to do that? Right. We're going to be starting P2 in this race. Let's see what we can do. But how's my trip to the UK? Really, really good. Honestly, such a good trip. Yeah. I was sad leaving, but good to be back with you lot as well. Still, so we can carry on. Why are these bloody bots in my TikTok chat? Get away. No one wants to see your bum. All right? Get out of here. Get out of it. Stop promoting naughty stuff. When do you think Ricciardo, Vettel, and Kimi are going to be added to the main game of driver icons area? I generally don't know. It all depends on licensing, really, and if those drivers even want to be associated with being in the game. Like, at the end of the day, it's not the case of whether F1 put them in the game. It's whether those drivers want to be associated with it. I want to see that. No, you don't, Ty. No, you don't. All right? Come on. Come on, bro. Come on. Right, let's get into the race then. The first race of the season. Where do we all think we're going to finish in this race, chat? We're starting P2 on the grid. Where do you think we are going to finish in this race? They have to agree to have their face in the game. Exactly. Get your predictions in the chat. I'm going to read them out. I'm going to shout you all out as well. Christian says P1. Draghi says P2. Lau says P4. 200 iQuart says P4. Bruno P1. Prans P1. Adam P3. Athi P1. Alex P1, Stan P1, Vinny P1, Happy P1, Yash P3, P1 or P2, and Solid will get P8 to P10. Nick says P1. That was Linus who said that other one. Eddie P1, Harry says P16, Dean P1. What difficulty is this? 110. Pedro says P1, Vinny DNF. Slide P1, Fraser P1, Hans P1, Aquib P2, Brajan says P1 to P3. City, I think, is supposed to say DNF rather than DF. How have I been? Where have I been? I've been in the UK. Street Mushrooms P3. Mr. Cass says P6. Eddie, thank you for the follow. No assist, that is correct. Bokuma, thank you very much for the 5. Stream Street, they say P1 to P5. Lao says 110, P4. DF means did finish. So we're going to finish. We don't know where. Good luck. Thank you much, Slide. Any penalties at the start of the season? I doubt it. I doubt it, but we're all good. We're not going to look at this because there's some faces that don't match the names. P8, unlucky safety car. Let's see. It's a little bit cloudy, but I don't think we're going to get any rain. There is the new sexy Gullis Racing livery. I don't know whether I want that number on the back to be yellow or white. I might change it to white. Oh, we just looked at the same cutscene. Do we just look at both cars, or are we actually looking at the same car? They would want to bag that driver. There's the Mercedes, Mercedes AMG Vodafone. Looking very, very good. Do I have any assists? No assists. I don't want any assists. Swedish sponsor, X4MIG. Maybe it's just the one that we get given. Right, strategy for today. So our tyre wear is slightly better. I do like the idea of finishing on the soft tyres. The one stopper not looking like a viable strategy. Just seems a little bit too slow. But we're going to ask you guys anyway, chat. 1 in the chat if you think we should do a 1 stopper. 2 in the chat if you think we should do a 2 stopper. 1 in the chat for the 1 stop. 2 in the chat for the 2. So here's the 1 stop right here. 2 stop will be medium, medium, soft. 1 in the chat for the 1 stop. 2 in the chat for the 2 stopper. What do we all reckon? What do we all reckon? Do all hards. Just non-stop hard tires. I don't know if that would be a good idea, to be honest, chat. I think we will get disqualified. My old boss shouted me tickets to the 2017 Melbourne Cup. We flew from New Zealand. Best weekend ever. Let's go. Let's go. Shout out to you, Kiwi. Grand Prix. Melbourne, not the Melbourne Cup, the Melbourne Grand Prix. Okay, I see. 2017. I'm trying to remember what happened in 2017. Anything good that happened in that race? I think Vettel won that race, no? Was it Vettel that won that race? I think he did. Right, 2 stop it is. Let's go. Let's go, chat. Let's do this. For Melbourne, Russell is starting on the hard tyres. Must be doing the 1 stop. I think George Russell is doing a 1 stop strategy here, chat. We are on a 2 stopper. So this is going to be very interesting to see the difference between these 2 strategies. But before we get into this, I need to delete a blimmin' bot. Where are my mods? Where are my TikTok mods? Everybody always begs to be a TikTok mod. Then they get given a TikTok mod and they never come back. Fireball, thank you much for the follow. Right, you know we're going to ask, chat. It's been a while, so we need to find out how internationally we are in today's stream. So where are you watching from in the world right now, chat? Where are you watching from in the world? Where are you watching from in the world? Let me know in the chat. How internationally are we today? We've got Singapore, New Zealand, Sweden, America, UK, California, Portsmouth, England. We've got Germany, Netherlands, Bulgaria. And of course I've got one over on the kick chat. No, get out of it. Bot. There we go. Unit Tower, Oregon, Australia, India. We've got Moldova, Latvia, South Africa, El Salvador, Qatar, South Africa, Monaco, Germany, Belgium, Wales, Latvia, South Africa, New Zealand, Monaco, El Salvador, Budapest, Croatia, Oregon, Panama, Denmark, Australia, India. I think we broke YouTube chat. New Zealand, Poland, Scotland, South Tower. No. Brazil, Bali, Pakistan, Poland, Russia, Philippines. This is a V10 engine. Tasmania, Serbia, Netherlands, Abu Dhabi. Hoodie Pete's on the toilets. Let's go. Austria, Essex. I'm from an evil place you've never heard of. Mwahaha. Poland, just a little toxic coming in with the 10 gifted subs to put themselves at the top of the leaderboard for January. Thank you very much, Just Little Toxic, you absolute legend. Remember, if you did get a gifted sub from Just Little Toxic, please make sure you say a big, big thank you to Just a Little Toxic. We've got Christmas Island, we've got Mexico, Singapore, South Africa, Vatican City, and we are very internationally today. It is a V10, Paul. It is a V10. Need to change the sub goal. All right. I'll change the sub goal. I'll change the sub goal just before we get into this race. Don't mind me. Sub goal. No, it's not updated. We've dipped below. It says we've just dipped below, unless it's not loaded in yet. But now it's saying 458. So, or 548. Right, let's line ourselves up on the grid. Smithy, Florian. Thank you much for the follows, or Florin. All right, line ourselves up nicely. 0.6. That would do. It's okay. It's not the best, but it's okay. Shenrik, thank you for the follow. Please take out Russell in turn 1. I'll try my best not to, but I can't guarantee it's not going to happen. Right. Let's see what we can do. Lights on. It's engines revving, and we go racing for the first time in Season 8 of the Australian Grand Prix. And it's a lightning start from the Red Bull of Max Verstappen up the inside into the first corner. Yuki Tsunoda getting the better of myself as well. Max Verstappen in towards the fight for the race win with George Russell. We drop down a couple of positions. I mean, Max Verstappen is, of course, on those softer compound tyres. We're trying to have a look around the outside of Yuki Tsunoda here in towards turn 3. The inside of turn 4, still side by side with the Red Bull driver. And we should get the drive off of that corner there. And there we go, back into P3. What a start there from Max Verstappen. George Russell, of course, on those hard tyres. He struggled just like myself on the mediums. And Max Verstappen moves himself up into the lead of this race. Of course, I assume that myself and Max Verstappen both on a 2-stop strategy. George Russell, I'll be surprised if he's doing the 2-stop as well, running on those hard tyres. But maybe he doesn't have the tyre wear to be able to do that. Now we've got a great run on George. We have got the straight line speed. Can we go for a daring move around the outside into this hairpin? It's side by side with the Mercedes driver. I've just left him a little bit too much room around the outside of that corner there. And we're having to settle now for P3. Max Verstappen driving away. That's good news for me though, chat, because his softs are going to start to die off after a few laps. These mediums will be better than his. And it's going to allow George Russell to be outside the DRS of Max Verstappen, which will make my life easier overtaking the Mercedes driver. So let's bear our time, wait for some DRS, down that back straight, and then we go on the hunt of Max Verstappen. George Russell going defensive though. At turn 3, we have a little look, can't quite pull off the maneuver. And George Russell still doing a fantastic job of holding on to this P2 right now. That Mercedes looking mighty fine. Of course, the reigning world champion from last season. But he's just struggling a little bit through the corners compared to myself. And now with the straight line speed, we can go for it on the right-hand side. We'll do it before we even get DRS. But the DRS is just going to help us solidify the overtake. And now, chat, now we go on the hunt of Max Verstappen. 2 seconds up the road is the Red Bull driver. So now we go on the hunt, chat. Let's see if we can do this. 1 in the chat if you think that we can hunt down Max Verstappen. 2 if you do not. And those of you asking in the chat, how do I get these different liveries on the game? It is all mods. Overtake.gg for all the mods that I'm using, except for my own livery and the Toyota. That was put together by Scotty. Nicholas Solov up to P5. Let's go. That's the start we wanted. That is the start we wanted from Nicholas Solov. As Max Verstappen puts in the fastest lap. We're under pressure a little bit from George Russell. A little bit too deep into that corner, but it's okay. And it's 2.1 seconds the gap now to Max Verstappen. So let's see what we can do. Running in hot lap. We've got, of course, 58 laps of this race to go. And I think this is a good time now to ask about strategies. Driver behind.
Okay, Russell's behind.
Is he on a 1 or a 2 stopper?
Last lap, 1 minute 20.3. Okay, they're on fresh hards.
Oh, that's not good.
Their tyres are 2 laps old. We think they've got 1 more stop.
Okay, he is on a 1 stop. Okay, George Russell is on a 1 stop. What about Max Verstappen? Driver in front.
It's Verstappen ahead. Time last lap, 1:19.
One stop or two stop?
Okay, gap ahead, 2.1 seconds. They're on fresh softs. Their tyres are 2 laps old.
One or two stop
Okay,
up.
we think they've got 2 stops
Okay,
remaining.
same strategy as me.
Stops
Okay,
remaining.
good
Right,
to
at the
know.
moment, you're losing
So,
3/10 a lap. Come on, dig in.
we need to drive away from George Russell. That's got to be the goal right now. Nikola Solov also on the same strategy, I assume, as George Russell, trying that one-stop strategy. I'm hoping that it works out for Solov, but doesn't work out for George. Smash coming in with the 5 gifted subs. What a legend. And a resub for themselves for 7 months. Shout out to Smash. How are you doing, sir? Thank you very much for the 5 gifted. Remember, if you've got a gifted sub from Smash, please make sure you say a big, big thank you. What a legend. Now we can definitely update that sub goal when we get a moment. Right, through this corner here. Nice and easy. We're all good. Those of you wondering what the schedule is going to be like, by the way, for the rest of the week, why you should definitely hit the follow button if you're watching on the stream as well, is because we will have a stream on Sunday. The community race will be back. A new season of community races will start at a random track on Sunday, so you can look forward to that. We will not be doing round 2 the week after. The week after, I'm going to be doing what is probably the biggest stream I have done since 2020 or 2021. The biggest stream I have done since 2021. Now, those of you who have been supporters of the channel since way back then might have an idea of what I could be doing. The biggest, longest stream I've done. That'll be a clue to what I could be doing. Not this weekend, but the weekend after. Whew. Doris, thank you much for the follow. Lee Pokemans, not Lee Pokemans. As I go fastest on track once again. Don't know how I set a fastest lap going yellow in the first 2 sectors, but we are slowly catching up to Max Verstappen. He started P2. I mean, Max Verstappen had an insane start to go up into the lead. What a drive. Not Le Mans. Not Le Mans. Not doing Le Mans. It's not Le Mans. There is something else that weekend. No. Not 24-hour Le Mans. That will come at some point. Brian, thank you very much for the follow. What team is that? I'm driving for Gullis Racing, not Nords either. Oh, I know what it is. Hydro might know. Davey, thank you for the follow. Ice, thank you for the follow. Remember, we are live usually, oh, that's a bit wide, 3 times a week. Running live on Tuesday, Friday, and Sunday are our usual days. We'll be back to normal proceedings from next week. A little bit wide there, but that's okay. We are slowly closing in on Max Verstappen. 1.8 the gap right now to the Red Bull driver. We're a little bit slow through those corners, but it's okay. Anyways, it was good being in here. Gotta go. See you in a bit. See you later, Smash. Spoilers for Creator Series? Not really, because I don't take part in Creator Series F1. So, no. 1 or 2 stop. We are on a 2-stopper. It's definitely Qatar, bro. Exactly. We're driving around Qatar. No, this is Melbourne. This is Australia. First round of our brand new season. Russell and Solov dropping off the back of us. I'm wondering how many other drivers are on that strategy. And there are drivers now stuck behind a Toyota who is behind right now. As I keep on just getting a little bit too wide at that corner at the moment. But we are pushing like hell. Jihon and Riley, thank you very much for the follows. Barracks, thank you very much for the follow as well. How are you the driver of your team? All mods. This is how the game should have been. I don't know why they ever removed the feature that you could be a driver manager. 2-stop is a good choice. I would do the same. It's what it was suggested. The 1-stopper was about 10 seconds slower in race time. However, depends whether you get stuck in traffic or not. So we're hoping that me and Max don't fight too much. I do want to take the lead of this race. He is on soft tyres. There's yellow. Who's it for? Oh, it's Ferrari. No, it's my teammate. My teammate has an issue. First race of the season. And Nikola Solov is out of the Grand Prix. I wanted consistent top 5s from him. He was running inside the top 5. But unfortunately, with that issue for my teammate, he will not score any points today. So it's all down to me. First race of the season. If we can score the maximum, if we can score 25 points, then that will help us the most in the championship. But of course, we've got to get there. We've got to do it first. And we look like there's not that many other drivers running on this two-stop strategy. Charles Leclerc and George Russell, both running on the hards, possibly running the one-stopper. And we're boxing around lap 21. So we've still got a long way to go until we make a pit stop as we close up to the back of Max Verstappen in this race. Running a little bit wide on the curb there. And let's see what we can do. Down to medium. Can we have a look on Max? He goes defensive. Around the outside here. In towards the hairpin. A little bit deep on the curb. Still side by side with Max Verstappen. As we're going to go into a yellow flag zone around the outside. We've got to back out of it. Can't overtake in yellows. There's my teammate's stricken car on the outside. I don't really want to cause a crash with Max Verstappen and then end up running over my own teammate. I don't think that is good team behavior. So we had to back off there. And that allows Max Verstappen to hold on to the lead and unfortunately lose us a little bit of time as well to both Charles Leclerc and George Russell running, of course, on that one-stop strategy. There's a Toyota out of position, holding up drivers, which is certainly helping us at the moment right now in this career mode, because it's allowing us to be really realistically in a fight with only the drivers in the top 5. Have I ever had any injuries from force feedback? No massive injuries. I probably had like sore hands every now and again, but nothing like that. Is the long stream any of these? The Daytona 500, Indy 500, 24 hour? No, it's none of those actually, to be fair. Come on, come on, come on. Very, very close to Max Verstappen. Got to stop risking it with that curb. Got to stop risking it with that curb. But here we go. Max Verstappen will go defensive once again. We will go deep around the outside. Very, very deep. Too deep again. And Max Verstappen holds onto it. That car looks sexy. I really like that Red Bull. I think all the liveries look really good this season. There's not a single livery that I'm like, oh, maybe I'll change that next year. As we're just not good through that final sector. We're not good through the final section. That is unfortunately costing us a lot of time at the moment in this battle with Max. Those soft tyres, I feel like, are starting to drop off. George Russell finding pace now. I mean, Max Verstappen is going to be boxing earlier than us. He's going to be doing that undercut. We're going to go to the soft tyres later on in the race and then try and rein him back in. Weather report.
Okay, radar is clear. Weather is looking good for now.
Okay, that's good news.
Like
that's good news. Don't have to worry about weather. I didn't think so looking at the radar from earlier. I've got enough battery. We've got 100%. Now we push it all. Now we push it all. It should be a fairly simple overtake on Max Verstappen in the Red Bull car to the left-hand side. And there we go, moving ourselves into, for the time being, the lead of the Australian Grand Prix. Let's make sure we get a good corner through there as George Russell overtakes Yuki Tsunoda, showing that those hard tyres are starting to be the hard tyre to be on. So we've got to make sure we don't lose too much time. If I can break the DRS to Max Verstappen, that would be absolutely fantastic. But of course, we'll have to wait and see. We'll have to wait and see. And it's not worked to our favour because that final sector is not the sector that we like. So we're going to burn the battery just to try and stay ahead of Max Verstappen down in towards turn 1. Not close enough to have a look through there. We don't have DRS. We just have battery. So let's burn it all through turn 1 and turn 2. Verstappen again. Not quite close enough. So don't have to worry about defending it. What are you looking for? There you go. Come on, come on, come on. Let's see what we can do. He's right on my tail, chat. It feels like it's raining, but it's not. Not in terms of the feel of the track, just the look, the aesthetic of what we're seeing out on track right now. I've got to burn the battery again because Max is going to be coming for me, chat. And unfortunately, we're just losing a lot of battery all the way through any of these sections right now. If we can take a lot of curb, oh my god, a little bit of screen freezing through there. That's not going to help us as Yuki Tsunoda is battling with George Russell, and that is fantastic news for us. But once again, it's all about this final sector, chat. All about trying to hold on through here. Make sure we don't make too many errors. Just get the car through sector 3. Tiptoe it around this sector. The car not working. As well as the Red Bull through there. And we're all good. We're all good. How he paused? I push a button and it pauses. What do you mean, how he paused? As here comes Max Verstappen on the right-hand side. We're all good. What do you mean this isn't live? Of course this is live. Come on, come on, come on, come on, come on. Let's see what we can do. We're all good. He's unable to attack. And that's good news for me because I can save up the battery. Because we're going to need it, chat. We're going to need it. George Russell, 5 seconds back at the moment. And that is time that we're going to have to catch up. We're going to have to catch up. A full pit stop to George Russell, as we know he is on a one-stopper. Safety car could be good for us, but we'll have to wait and see. Good morning from a cold UK. Good morning to you. Can I download free liveries for F1 23? Yes, you can. Overtake.gg is where you can find all the liveries that we run in the career mode. Oh, that curb is... I'm risking it, chat. I am risking it. I am risking it. I don't like it. Automatic shifting? Nope. I'm doing everything. No assists on at all, chat. Good morning from a snowy Amsterdam. It's snowing there. We had a lot of snow over the last couple of days, but no snow at the moment, I think. Right, go, go, go. Max Verstappen, very good through that final sector. Is it a community race next week? It will be a community race on Sunday. Community race will be on Sunday. 100% random track. Mystery track will be on Sunday at our normal time. And then next week, there won't be a community race because I'm doing something else, which will be a very, very long, the biggest stream I've done since 2021. Sonoda still 5 seconds behind me at the moment. Charles Leclerc dropping away as well, and that's not a good line through there. Max Verstappen, fair play to him. He's utilized those soft tires to get himself into the lead of the race, and now he's using me and my DRS to stay with me and also drive slightly away from George Russell, because that's who his fight is going to be with still, as is mine. Just whether we can get through the traffic quickly. Well, I don't think there's going to be too much traffic. Look at the gap between Charles Leclerc and the Ferrari. Sorry, Charles Leclerc and the Honda. I don't know who that is. Right. Thank you. Thank you. Huh? Well, I just wondered what you were doing. Sorry, Fen was like lingering with my phone. as I was going for a corner, I was like, you trying to give me the phone or not? She's done my Pokemon sleep for me, so shout out to her. Right, I'm going to use a flashback for that. Because we can. And we're getting distracted by... Look, we have... When you've got a beautiful woman standing over your shoulder, giving you your phone, alright, you can't help but get distracted. You can't help it, chat. Phyllis, thank you very much for the note. No, thank you for the follow, Phyllis. You're just a bot. Get out of it, bot. Hey, homie, can we share your streaming kick? No, you can't, you stupid bot. I'm not going to accept your Discord. Get lost. Oh. Right, let's see what we can do. Max Verstappen putting me under pressure quite a lot to the inside. Can't find any room through there. And the gap still 5 seconds to George Russell, who now has got past Yuki Tsunoda. And I think will drive away from the Red Bull driver. Tsunoda doing a fantastic job, putting himself up into the top half of the field. And I think on the better strategy. Running the two-stopper. I think it's the fastest strategy. ORO Music, thank you very much for the flaming tires. You absolute legend. And the Rose, really appreciate you. Can someone find me the mod that allows you to drive in your own team? I don't know what mod that is. That's just language files. You'll have to do that yourself. I think you can find a mod that gives you the language files to adjust. That's what you need to find. Already got some favourite Dutch words. Lekker. Who doesn't love lekker? And gezellig. Switch to inters. Maybe. It's getting a bit wet, isn't it, Doge? But I think we're good. As is Tsunoda. Yeah, they're still fighting. Tsunoda and Russell, which is helping me out a lot. We are not under pressure from any of the drivers outside the top 5 right now, which is fantastic. Unless anything crazy happens in this race, a top 5 is looking pretty good. But we have got, of course, Max Verstappen, who is putting me under all sorts of pressure at the moment in this race. George Russell fighting with Tsunoda. That's not good for his own race. It is good for mine. The more that those two battle with one another, the better it will be for me, chap. Oh, God. No, no, no. That's a mistake. And that's going to allow, I think, an easy overtake for Max Verstappen. Look at the drive that he will have off this corner. Not close enough, in all fairness. I was expecting Max to be a little bit closer, but it just seems like our car is so quick in this section of the circuit. And Max Verstappen unable to do anything through there, maybe because the soft tyres are really starting to drop off right now. Tsunoda's still fighting with George Russell. The gap drops down to 8 seconds now. This is really good. Yeah, we're very quick in the middle section, but we're very slow through this section right here, and that's allowing Max Verstappen just to stay in our DRS and put me under pressure, because he's able to get the drive off this corner right here to go on the attack into turn 1, but yet has not been able to go wheel-to-wheel with me in turn 1, which is good, because the moment we go wheel-to-wheel through here is the moment we lose time to George Russell and Yuki Tsunoda. 8 seconds at the moment is the gap. That is great, considering we have to gain a whole pit stop on George in this race. We're going to have better tyres than him when we make our pit stop on lap 21. But then when he makes his pit stop, he'll have better tyres than us going to the end. So we will see how that all goes. Max Verstappen running very close. 0.2 of a second right now, but very nice and tidy through that corner right there. Should stop him from having a look. Go on to full wets. I don't think we're going to do that either. So yeah, we're not going to do that. How do I get the car to sound like that? All mods. Anything you hear, anything you see is different. It's a mod, all right? If you're wondering what's different, mods. And you wonder where you get them? Overtake.gg. That's where you get them all. Right, Max Verstappen, 0.4 behind. He'll be looking to make that overtake. How's the tyres looking? They're okay. Oh my God. Don't look at the tyres. Look at where we're going. Side by side with Max. We've got to leave the room. Oh, he's on the outside. He's going to get this position. He'll have the drive off the corner. There's nothing I can do there, because he's got the DRS. There's no point me trying to fight it too much, because we're just going to lose more and more time. And I didn't mean to gain in the slipstream. The car's just so fast in a straight line compared to Verstappen. Oh my God, he's so slow at the apex though. And now can we get this place back on Max Verstappen? He's got DRS, but I've got battery down in towards this corner here. Oh, he's closing the door in Max Verstappen style. And he leaves as Charles Leclerc making an early pit stop. So Leclerc not doing the 2-stop strategy. In fact, not doing the 1-stop. He is doing the 2. So Charles Leclerc starting on the hards, doing a 2-stop strategy. George Russell, though, will be going longer. 7 seconds is the gap, so we lost a little bit of time to George Russell, as we're going to gain on Max Verstappen all the way through here, around the outside. The DRS, so powerful for our car. We're so quick in a straight line there. And despite making that mistake through Sector 3, we're able to retake the lead of the Australian Grand Prix. And that's very good. Hayden, go. Let's go. Let's see. I'm all good, Car Fanatic. Please do not self-promote in my chat. Otherwise, we're just going to remove you, bro. Okay? Missed this career mode. Oh my God, Max Verstappen's so close there. Missed this career mode on a Tuesday and Friday morning. Well, we are back, Bashman down. We are back. Thank you much for the follow. Hi, welcome in. As Max Verstappen wasn't going for an overtake, he was actually making a pit stop. So Max Verstappen into the box early. He's going to do the undercut on me, so we've got to push like hell now into hot lap mode and push all the battery we can for the next few laps, because Verstappen will be performing the undercut on us, and if he isn't in any traffic, which he will not be, then he will potentially get the jump on us. And this is really good news. The fact that Verstappen's made his pit stop. Oh God, that's wide. Verstappen has made his pit stop, and he's come out ahead of the McLaren of Senna, meaning we do not have to worry about traffic in this race, and that is great. That is fantastic. Gwats, welcome in. Finally got something to watch whilst I poop. Who's watching on the toilet right now, chat? Expose yourselves. 1 in the chat if you're watching in the toilet. 2 in the chat if you're not. 1 in the chat if you're watching on the toilet. 2 if you are not. I know some of you are. We are top tier toilet watching. And if I have a mod, if Doctor is listening, if you could go over to YouTube, and if you could go and mute Car Fanatic, put them on a timeout, that'd be great. Thank you very much. I'm lying in bed. Let's go, let's go. 1 in a minute. About to do some poo-poo time. Free shaving. Right, 8 seconds covering the gap to George Russell and Yuki Tsunoda. That's good. Of course, remember, George Russell on that one stop. I mean, Yuki Tsunoda, starting on mediums, could be doing the same thing. Could be doing a one stop as well. I am going for that two-stop strategy. 8 seconds is good. We will gain more from having better tyres. Low-key, not tough. That's okay, man. You should know the rules by... Why is my gears not working? You should know the rules by now on other people's streams. Do not sell promo. Right, let's go. Let's push. I love these streams, but I'm in the US, so I don't see them until I'm about to go to bed. That is a rip. I'm sorry, bro. I wish I could go earlier for you. No mods on YouTube. I can just do it myself if you really want me to. I'm not even self-promo. You just told me to go watch an edit. I don't care, bro. Right, lap 18 out of 58. Let's see what we can do here. Just listen to Concept 7 in DMs after your race. What do you mean? What DMs? He's not even in my DMs. Henny, can you make me mod? I always watch your streams. We have got mod applications over on my Discord. So if you're in my Discord, you'll find the mod application. Max Verstappen goes fastest. That's good right now. That's okay. That's what we expected. We know that he's doing the undercut, but we're going to do a similar thing to him if we don't keep going wide. He will be. I doubt he will be. Stop talking. But I don't have Discord. That's fine. If you don't have Discord, you cannot be a mod. We need all of our mods in the Discord. We need YouTube mods as well, Mars. The ones we don't really need is Twitch. Twitch is where we got the most. Right, let's keep pushing. What's the AI level? AI is 110. As Tsunoda and Russell are fighting once again in this race. And Max Verstappen now 15 seconds back. I know that we are going long into this race right now. And you're thinking, Hayden, just box. Max is going to jump you. That's fine. We're going to soft tyres at the end of the race. We're going to have a tyre offset to Max. So able to catch up. And that is the goal later on. Max Verstappen and me fighting at the end of this race. Maybe with George Russell as well. George Russell, of course, attempting that one stopper. Let's just confirm that. Driver behind.
Russell behind, and the time last lap, 1 minute 20.3. Okay, they're on old hard tyres.
Yep.
Their tyres are 19
what are they doing,
laps old. We think they've got one more stop.
Yeah, one stop. One stop for George. He has been shafted by Yuki Tsunoda in this race, helping out his own teammate. George Russell, the man who started on pole position, will be looking to get this season off to a race win. Do have Discord, but don't know how to use it because I'm dumb. You don't have to be... You're not dumb. You just haven't used it before. It's very simple to use Discord. Ah! Stop running wide, Hayden! This is the rust coming in. Bro, you sound like the guys on the radio. Do you reckon I could be like an old-timey, wimey commentator? Oh my god, where am I going? Where am I going? Where am I going? Why are my brakes not working? No, that's not good. That's not good. That's not what I wanted. And he's into the grass. Or more like gravel. Okay, we lost a lot of time there to Verstappen. How much is Verstappen going to gain on me? A lot of time lost to Verstappen. That's going to make things very, very difficult. What am I doing? I don't know. I'm feeling the pressure. I'm not used to this. It's been a while, okay? It's been 3 weeks. Look, Max Verstappen might get caught up in a little bit of traffic now. Depends how easily he can get past George Russell and his teammate. I assume that Tsunoda's not going to fight. But if they do, then there's going to be words in that Red Bull team. And I'm going to be able to catch back up. But I'm going to be boxing this lap. Box this lap.
Okay, we can take you this lap.
Maybe because using 55 brake bias? Maybe. I mean, that's what they suggest. It's usually fine. I don't know what happened there. Oh, God. Oh, God. Oh, God. I'm just bouncing off these curbs. The car is not enjoying the curbs right now. 10 seconds the gap to Max Verstappen. That's going to be a lot that we have to catch up to Max. See, that's so much better. I don't know what happened. I think I just broke too late. I think last lap I just broke way too late. And that's into the gravel there. Oh, my God. Right, we need to get off these tyres now. I'm feeling the tyres. Let's get off them. Brand new set of mediums going onto the cut. The car slowed down. Go, go, go. Right, okay. Box, 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 box. Medium tyres going onto the car. Let's see what we can do, chat. Let's see what we can do. We're going to lose time to Max. I'm hoping that I come out ahead of Ayrton Senna. It's going to be close with the McLaren driver, but we should be clear. And we are indeed clear of Ayrton Senna. So this is great. Senna's in the box anyway, so do not have to worry about him. Let's make it nice and easy out to the pit lane, and there we go. Right, let's push like hell. Max Verstappen, 10 seconds up the road now, but we are on much better tyres. So we have that tyre advantage, and he's got a little bit of traffic. He's stuck in a train with his teammate and George Russell. We know Russell's going long into this race. So that is the goal, to catch up with Russell, but I don't think that Russell is a threat, in all honesty. I think that we are fine with Russell. I don't think we have to worry about him at all. So let's just keep on pushing. He reads the chat, so he doesn't have strict limits on otherwise. Exactly. That's why I don't have. I have strict settings on when we drive online, but when I do career mode, I don't want to have to keep on using flashbacks because I'm looking over at chat. Is it just me or is my audio broken? What do you mean? What do you mean? But exactly, the gravel trap just turned into me. What does it think it's doing? Right, look at us flying now. We've caught up 2 seconds on the cars ahead. And that's because Max is stuck in a train. The longer the Yuki Tsunoda stays out, the worse it is for Verstappen. He can't get past George. He's stuck because George Russell has the DRS from Yuki. This is not ideal for Max Verstappen right now. And again, unable to overtake down in towards turn 3. So once again, stuck in a train, and that's just allowing me to close back in. Now, I will have the advantage in the last stint, as long as I don't lose too much time from a later pit stop to Max Verstappen. We'll be pitting 2 soft tyres, as Bortoletto, currently in P6 right now, fighting with his own teammate. Charles Leclerc, no man's land for P5. And the lead battle right now is between Yuki Tsunoda, George Russell, and Max Verstappen. But we are looking to try to catch up to, chat. 6 seconds now, the gap. As Verstappen still stuck behind George Russell. I'm 6.7 seconds behind Russell right now. As Kimi Antonelli's out of the session. Will that be a safety car? It will not be. Safety cars on F125, don't be silly. They don't come out. Don't be silly, chat. Car retired on the side of the track in what I feel like is actually quite a dangerous location. But don't worry about it. What is my fastest lap time on time trial at Australia? No idea, because I don't sweat time trial. Fast lap of the race so far, that's exactly what we want. 5.1 seconds. And Verstappen still stuck in a train. Yuki Tsunoda, I assume, is on a one-stop strategy. Here's the yellow flag. Where is Kimi Antonelli's car? Yeah, come on, that's got to be at least a virtual. At least a virtual safety car. I mean, I'm surprised that Solov's one wasn't a full safety car. His car was parked in a very dangerous location, which is crazy. Right, let's keep on pushing. Let's keep on pushing. Let's go, 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 go. Thank you, Shadow Man, for the follow. If you are new around here, chat, do hit that follow button. We are live 3 days a week. You don't sweat it because you're slow, bro? That's fine. Whatever you think, Car Fanatic, mate. Whatever you think, bro. Let's keep on pushing. I'm giving the guy tips. I don't really want your tips, bro. I don't really care. Who are you? I don't even know who you are. Let's keep pushing. Let's go, let's go, let's go. Let's keep pushing. Fastest lap of the race so far. He should focus on the content. I'm pretty content with the content, to be fair. I think we make good content. The numbers say all they need to say. As we got George Russell, Max Verstappen, and Yuki Tsunoda all ahead of us right now, chat. As we close in to all of these cars right now. Let's keep pushing. Let's keep pushing. Purple in the first sector. A little bit wide there, but that's okay. That corner, so satisfying when you get it right, but so frustrating when you don't, because you get dragged out wide. You just lose so much time on the exit. As Yuki Tsunoda still doing a great job of hurting his own teammate. And it's really surprising that Red Bull are allowing this to happen. But it's the first race of the season. Maybe Tsunoda has a little bit more footing into this race. As here we go. Finally caught up, and again, locking up big time into that corner. Just not too sure what I'm doing on the brakes there. As we say, 3 weeks out, we're just getting back used to racing. The consistency's not going to be there. The pace is still there. The consistency is not. But for a 100% race, we can keep on pushing. We can keep on pushing. Let's get in the fight for this race win. Verstappen, Russell, Tsunoda. Now, Verstappen has struggled quite a lot to get past these two. Are we going to have the same issue? Are we going to be able to find some pace elsewhere around track to get past these drivers? Or are we going to get stuck in the same train? And remember, all of us have one more pit stop to do. So this right now, if we cannot get past, is a fight for the race win between four of us. As here we go, burn the battery on Max Verstappen. Can we go for it? On the right-hand side, on Max Verstappen, we get the DRS. We go wheel to wheel. Max also has DRS on the left-hand side. We have so much straight line speed in this car as George Russell kind of brake checks us. That allows Max Verstappen to have a look around the inside. And there we go, moving ourselves up onto the podium. Past Max Verstappen. Good overtake there. Nearly getting caught out by George Russell. And now we're behind these drivers. And the perfect thing to happen right now, chat, would be these two drivers make a pit stop right now and we could drive on. As Yuki Tsunoda does not, neither does George Russell. So both drivers staying out. Of course, both drivers opting for that one-stop strategy. And let's see what we can do. I'm going to save the battery for the run down in towards the back straight. Max Verstappen not having a look at us. And that allows me to stay close to George Russell. Can we burn here, though? Is this a place where we can burn? Yes, it is. Here we go. To the left-hand side of George Russell. It's going to be wheel to wheel. Down in towards the braking zone of turn 3. Around the outside of the Mercedes drivers still. Wheel to wheel between the two of us through turn 4 now. Keeping the respect between myself and the Mercedes driver. He backs out of it, though. And that moves us up in towards P2. Can we stay in the DRS range of Yuki Tsunoda and move ourselves into the lead of this race? Because this will be a great opportunity to win. I need to get past these two to get rid of that threat from Max Verstappen. And Yuki Tsunoda just on our tail at the moment. Remember, these guys are on that one stopper. Can we get past Yuki? No, we can't. A little bit too far back right now. Bit of dirty air through the chicane. Unable to make the move just yet. And let's keep on pushing. Here we go. Up the inside of Yuki. He goes defensive. We go to the outside line. Around the outside of the hairpin. Can we get the traction off the corner? Yes, we can, but he's still there. I touch a little bit of grass around the outside. Just about able to keep the car on the circuit still. Wheel to wheel with Yuki. Does he make a pit stop? I think he might, and he does. Yuki Tsunoda finally getting rid of those medium tyres. Max Verstappen passed as well, and he's going for a look on me. Max Verstappen down into the first turn. We're going to hang it around the outside of turn 1, wheel to wheel with the Red Bull driver still. He will get DRS on the exit of this corner, so I'm going to have to burn the battery all the way down in towards turn 3. Hard on the brakes. Around the outside, the Red Bull driver of Max. A little bit dink on the curve there from him. Still wheel to wheel between myself and Max. We squeeze him out on the right-hand side. A very surprising move from Max there to back out of the corner. And there we go, into the lead of the race. But Max Verstappen, maybe it was a smart decision. He will now get DRS on me going down in towards this corner. So let's keep on pushing. Let's keep on pushing now. As, we've got Max Verstappen. I think Max Verstappen is our biggest threat right now in this race. But I don't know about Yuki Tsunoda and George Russell. On those new tyres, gap 18 seconds. I think 18 seconds is about a pit stop. So let's see if he starts to close that in. Because if he does, then we do have an issue. George Russell will be going to medium tyres as well. If he stays with us, we've all got one pit stop remaining. So I think we're going to be on the back foot to these two drivers. We're going to have to catch up on the softs as we're not boxing until lap 42. So we've got a long way to go until we make a pit stop as Max Verstappen has a little look, can't get his nose up the inside. We can turn him for the apex there, and that's very, very good. Thank you very much, Team Machado, for the follow. Remember, chat, if you are new around here, do hit that follow button. It'll be the best decision you make all day. So let's keep on going. Let's keep on pushing. Come on, come on, come on. Let's keep on pushing. It's insane that Verstappen's own teammate was holding him up. Yeah, but I mean, if Tsunoda takes the race win, then it is clearly the right way to go. Thank you much all for the follows on TikTok. I see you all. Kimchi, Depoye, or Depoy, Etzward, HM7, Adam, Josh, Thyman, EJ, Isaac. Thank you for the follows, everybody in the chat. What a legend. Keep them coming. Every follow gives us a little bit of extra brake horsepower. Bro, please record with Quadrant. It's not my choice, okay? I know I've done videos with them in the past, but it's not my choice. You've got to beg Quadrant for that. Big Amand, Ashton, thank you for the follows. Max is staying with me, but that's to be expected. They're on the same tyres. If not, maybe slightly more worn by about 4 laps. But they're still going to be very, very good in this race. We're driving away from George. Tsunoda isn't really catching us up right now. Odds, John, MJ, thank you for the follows. Welcome in. Thank you, D3MLY. Thank you for the follow as well. Nice and tidy through there. Things are looking very, very good right now. We're finding that pace again. Bot in the chat, there's nothing I can do about it. There's nothing I can do about it. We're racing right now. Let's keep pushing. It's insane. Yeah. Yeah, I think Tsunoda is going for his own race, right? And when we make a pit stop right now, Tsunoda will come out ahead of us. So he is in a fight for the race win. Is he going to win this race? I don't think so. But he is in a fight for the race win. Thank you very much, Eco Mode, for the follow. Super Max and James. As Max Verstappen now 7 tenths behind. That's not the place that he's quickest. That corner right there, or that section right there, is not where he's quickest. MK10 Gamer. Okay, I'm going to pause. I'm going to get rid of this bot. You have YouTube? Yes, I'm live right now on YouTube, Twitch, TikTok, and Kick. Block the bot. Mute the bot. Get out of it. Get out of it. I need to fight every TikTok mod. I know, right? Where are they? Where are you? SB Avenue. Welcome back. Thank you very much, Serious Boner. What a name. Welcome back into the stream. Hope you're well. My gear's not working. It's always Australia that this issue happens. Always Australia. You can increase some battery to gap the DRS from Max. We're going to put in hot lap. I don't think there's any point. Max is just staying with us. I don't think we can drop him. So let's not waste battery to put ourselves in a position where he's going to fight us. I'm going to burn battery when he tries to go for the overtake. As Charles Leclerc makes a pit stop. I don't think that's anything that we need to worry about. Charles Leclerc, of course, on that two-stop strategy, as is Senna. I don't know what Bortoletto is up to. As we go purple through the first sector. 5 tenths is the gap right now to Max. But we've got great straight line speed all the way through this section. You had him at 0.8. I know. But if I burn the battery and he gets back in DRS, and I've got no battery, and then he starts going side by side of me, and that allows a better chance for Tsunoda and George Russell to win the race, then it's a big issue, right? It's a big issue. George Russell dropping off a lot. My gear's not working. I'm having a gearbox issue that is not F1 game related. Well, it is F1 game related because my gears aren't working like they should. The input is having a huge delay right now, so we're having to drive with that, chat. We're going to have to drive with that. As there he goes on the right-hand side, Max Verstappen. We're going to leave the gap around the outside, and that's all good. That is all good. Beautiful stuff. Just use overtake button and use none in the corners. Yeah, I'm going to tell you something right now. I do not care. I am not such a sweat that I'm going to be focusing on driving none in the corners and hot lap or overtake on the straights. I just want to chill. I want to chat with my chat. That's what we're here for. We're here for content. We're here for entertainment. We're here to Engage with viewers. I'm not here to lock in like this. That's not what we're here for, bro, okay? So how about you just zoop with your tips, because they're not wanted. If I haven't asked for it, I don't want it. Right, we can get rid of Max here. He's 8 tenths. No, we can't, because this corner is arse for us. This whole section is bad for us. This is where I struggle the most. 8 tenths. If I can keep it 8 tenths through here, though, we can get away. Nope, that's too wide. That's too wide. 6 tenths, not good enough. What's even my AI level? 110. Right, let's keep on pushing. Let's keep on pushing. My tyre wear's pretty good right now. We will be making a pit stop around lap 42, so less than 10 laps time, going to soft tyres and pushing like hell at the end. Let's keep on going, let's keep on going. Sonoda 17. George Russell's lost a lot of time, but is on brand new mediums. I think they are the fastest driver on the track right now. We've got the fastest car, but we weren't really able to show it compared to George in the race. And maybe that's just basically because we got rid of Max. Finally, we got rid of Max. Maybe it's because we are, I don't know what I'm trying to say. Maybe it's because we are something. I don't know. We've got a blue flag, though. Who is this? Is it Sergio Perez? Is it Sergio Perez in the Cadillac? It is Sergio Perez. Sadly, the Cadillac running right to the back of the grid. And that's a blue flag for them. They will get out of the way. And in the lead of this race, we are getting through the first lot of back markers. Will softs last 15 laps? Yeah, they'll be fine. They'll be fine 15 laps. The Mexican Minister of Defense. He ain't defending no one. Bro is last. Bro ain't defending no one. Right, let's keep pushing. I'll watch your next live. Let's go. I'll be live next on Sunday, as we've got Jarno Opmeer. Hey, look, esports champion Jarno Opmeer. Who is he? Like, come on, what is this? Those of you in the chat saying I'm washed. Look, I'm faster clearly than esports champion Jarno Opmeer. See you later, bro. That was easy. Blue flagged. All right, let's keep on pushing. I know you don't want tips, but dipping your stroopwafel in coffee is very nice. I mean, that is a great tip. I'm not a hot coffee guy. I'm an iced coffee guy because I can't drink hot drinks because I'm a wuss. But, hey, dipping a stroopwafel in any drink is top tip. I am faster than Otmir. Look, I just overtook him. Do you not see that? Clearly you're not watching on the screen. I just overtook Otmir. Bro is slow. Who's Jarno Otmir? Right, let's keep on going. Verstappen 1.3. Sonoda 17 seconds back right now. Let's see what we can do. Who's my... Yeah, you remind them who Michael Schumacher is. Exactly. Bro's faster than the AI. Yeah, listen, car fanatic. I think you need to understand what sarcasm is, bro. Okay? I think bro needs to understand what sarcasm is. I don't think bro understands any sort of concept of the English language. Bro thinks we're serious the whole time. Bro's used to watching league races and thinking everything is serious. Bro, you can have fun, alright? I know I'm not faster than the real Opmir, bro. Jeez. This guy, honestly, this guy. You picked up a nice tempo right now. Now that we've got Verstappen out of our DRS, I think also he's losing tyre wear, right? Sounds like a V10. Yes, we are running a V10 engine. We had an engine regulation change. We're running a V10 engine. Bro is the most serious person on the planet. It's like, how dare you take this? How dare you have fun? Fun is not allowed. I had iced coffee once time and decided never again. That is fair. Look, I'm not a massive fan of coffee. Like, as itself, I do need like a caramel syrup in my coffee. I am a basic white girl, okay? And that's just how it is. Put ERS on medium. I'm okay where it is at the moment. We're running pretty well. 2 seconds ahead of Verstappen. We're running a good race right now. No fun. That's why we watch you. What do we mean? Almost a second faster than Max was right behind. Yeah, Max's tyres, I think, are starting to drop off a little bit. He'll be in the box soon because he'll be doing medium tyres. Oh, my God. Is that engine failure for Max? Oh, my God. Is Max Verstappen out of this race? He might just be, chap. Max Verstappen might just be out of this race. Safety car has been deployed. What has happened to Max Verstappen in this race, chap? What has happened to Max? He's had a spin. It's not even that. He's just spun the car. He's just lost it into the barrier. Front wing damage. And that, unfortunately, is Max Verstappen out of this race. You have more fun if you drive fast and just do league races to have more competition and farther. Bro, I don't care. I don't care. And now we're paused. This is how much I don't care, bro. I don't care if you want league racing. You're in the wrong place, brother. Okay? So I'm gonna go here. I'm gonna go here. And I'm gonna go here. And we're gonna put you on a timeout for 30 seconds. How about that? Because we don't care, bro. Right. Enough of that guy waffling. Bro has never had any fun in his life. Right. That is a safety car. He's probably going to hate that there's a safety car.
It should all be ghosting the whole time, and it should be set on how ever fast the person is. They should just be the fastest, and you should just drive fast.
Chill, bro. Chill. Chill. Okay. Right. Have you had issues of losing FFB? Yes. I had it earlier on in practice. We went through the fast left, and it just went like this, and then my wheel went like that. And I went into the wall. Which was a bit of a shame.
Okay, slow
but it was only practice, so it didn't matter. Right.
Which means you're going
Get the delta back in, that's fine. Safety car, safety car. So, I don't really know what to do from here. Will soft tyres last? What do we do, chat? What do we do? Do we box hard tyres? I think we have to go hards, right? That's our only choice. Soft tyres will not last this long. We have to go hards. We can't go mediums. We've already used 2 sets of mediums. This is going to be... Okay. New hard tyres going on the car. That's our only choice. I don't like this. I would really like to have used soft tyres at the end of this race, but I think we have to take the free pit stop. And just see what we can do here. We have to box. Verstappen also into the box for a new front wing. We're going to remain in the lead of this race. Hard tyres going on the car. Verstappen doing the same thing. And we're all going to be going to the end. George Russell won't have as good tyres as us. And we have got a couple of back markers in the way.
The safety car, you're leading, so don't pass it.
So we're going to stay behind the safety car, see how long this lasts. There's a lot of cars really far back. As George Russell not making a pit stop. Alexander Albon is, though. And those drivers at the back that we're going to go to... If there's any driver that's saved a medium set of tyres for the end of this race, they're cooking, chat. They are absolutely cooking. Max will be around half the pack after a long pit stop. He has unfortunately got a back marker in the way. If Tsunoda wasn't in the way there, I would let through Sergio Perez and Jana Watmir. But unfortunately, the way that the game is, they're just not going to let them through, sadly. Tsunoda will be in the way. That will be interesting. Tsunoda is going to be in the way in this race, chat. So we're going to see how that goes. Haas till the end, only option. Yeah, definitely the best option that we could have gone for. Not ideal. Not the most ideal scenario, but it is what it is. Right, I can read chat a little bit more now. Should be a short safety car. Safety car will stay out for minimum of 2 laps. So I think this one counts technically as lap number 1. And then the next lap number 2. So now he's not getting a free because he isn't going into none mode. Then medium mode, then overtake, then none mode, then being fast, then having no more fun. I know, right? What am I doing? What a rookie. You have wheel tips for someone new. Honestly, it's really cliche, but it's just practice. The more that you play the game, the better you're going to become at it. So you just gotta take it in your stride and just yeah, keep on practicing. Yo, your team unlocked all the sponsor slots. Not all the sponsor slots yet. No, not yet. Right, let's see what we can do then. So we have got George Russell is possibly the biggest threat, being on a set of medium tyres. This safety car has changed a lot. Max Verstappen got to get out of jail free card with that, in all fairness. So Very, very lucky for him. I don't care what you say, but maybe just try league racing with some competitive drivers. Drive against AI. Don't believe you're having fun against drivers AI who don't... Mate! Bro, I don't care. I've done league racing before. Like, so what? Are you annoyed that someone can have fun playing on a career mode, bro? You honestly need to get a grip, brother. Okay? It's not that deep. I don't know why you are so irate about someone doing career mode of racing AI. I'm live at 8 a.m. in the morning UK time. What leagues are running at 8 a.m, bro? Chill the fuck out. Oh my god, this guy. He's so obsessed with league racing. If you're not doing league racing, chat, if you're not doing league racing, remember, you're not playing the game. You're cheating. Enough leagues, bro. I don't care, bro. How many times do I have to tell you? I don't care. It's not that deep. How about I just make content for my job and I have fun? Is that okay? Am I not allowed to do that? The man just wants to help you achieve your potential. I'm 29, okay? I'm too old to be focusing on a career in league racing. Make content with league racing. I can make content with whatever I want to do, bro. It's my choice. It's my content. I've got plenty of people watching me. I'm doing pretty well. This is my full-time job. I don't need to do anything else, bro. And if you keep on going on, I'm just going to ban you. Because I'm just bored of it now. Like, stop crying. I think you should switch to gardening. I've never actually taken up gardening. Actually, no, that's a lie. That's a lie. When I was living at my mum's and she went away on a holiday and was like, make sure you water the plants, all right? Listen, I actually did enjoy it. It was very therapeutic. That's the right word, isn't it? It was very therapeutic. Hayden, you clearly aren't good enough. I know, right? I clearly am not good enough. I'm clearly not good enough. Maybe try Farming Simulator. That's far stuff for you. It is. I think Farming Simulator is very, very good. And we are going to farm over here. And we're going to remove. Nope. How do we do this? Hi, Jews on this channel. They're gone. There we go. Boom. See you later. No more messages from that loser. Right. Bro was so obsessed with league racing. I think he thinks league racing is the best thing that's ever happened in the world. I think he thinks league racing would solve all of the world's issues, honestly. If we all did league racing, chat, we would have no more world hunger, I think. Safety car in this lap. Let's go racing, chat. Let's go racing. Where do you think we can finish? We have got a couple of back markers in the way. That could cause more safety cars, chat. That could cause more safety cars. Are we live on Twitch? Yes, we are. Hey, that's a penalty. No, it's not. It is not. Right, let's see what we can do. Can we win this race? What do we reckon? So are we getting some league racing content or no? I mean, we will. On iRacing. We're going to be doing an IndyCar league on a Wednesday in the future. But in the mornings, we have fun. We do career mode. And that's what we're doing today. Right, safety car's in. We get to decide when to go racing again. Let's try and get a good restart, chat. And let's see what we can do. We've got Yuki Tsunoda P2. But my biggest threats are behind a couple of back markers that could make things interesting into turn one. Let's get ready to go racing again, though. Here we go. Through the final couple of corners. And away we go. Let's go. My worst sector. So I wanted to make sure that I had the best possible exit onto the start-finish straight. And let's go. We've absolutely cooked Yuki Tsunoda already into the first corner. Let's see what Otmir and Sergio Perez do as back markers, trying to get out of the way through the first couple of corners. Could cause some damage for some potential other drivers. George Russell is going to cook on those medium tyres in this race, chat. We've got 18 laps left to go. It was a little bit too long to run the soft tyres. There is a yellow flag back there. I don't know what's happened. Doesn't look like any safety car is going to come out just yet. And all the cars trying to find their way through those back markers. There's a big stoppage on track. There's a big pile up. I don't know what's happened back there. But for me, we have broken the 1 second gap to Yuki Tsunoda. He's out of my DRS. George Russell 3 seconds behind on medium tyres. Now, they aren't as new as my hard tyres, but they're going to run really well, chat. The hard tyres are going to run... the medium tyres are still going to have some really good pace in them compared to my hards, as I run it a little bit too deep in that corner, and that's what we've got to watch out for, chat. We've got to keep it clean. We've got to keep it consistent and make sure we don't make any mistakes. Now, Otmir has been lapped by everybody. But where is Sergio Perez? Because he's also going to be in that mix. Alex Albon on brand new hard tyres. If there's any drivers on brand new mediums, they could absolutely cook, because DRS has now been enabled in this race. So let's see what we can do. Where is Perez? Letting through all of those drivers. I don't think he's let everyone through just yet. And he's doing so now on the start-finish straight, which could cause a huge pile-up into turn 1. So let's prepare for another safety car, chat, in this race through turn 1. I think they've all made it through okay. And there will be no crashes, no safety cars, which, I don't know, a safety car to pit to soft tyres would definitely make this race very, very interesting. Welcome in, Fantasy. Hope you're well. Morning, Harold Brook. How are you doing? And let's see what we can do. Left those Red Bulls in the dust. It's not over yet, though, chat. Let's look for George Russell. 3.9 seconds. He's on the back of Max Verstappen. Let's see the pace that he's got in that car as he's fighting with the Red Bull driver right now. And I think that he's got the pace to move forward and maybe drive away. Let's see. Thank you for the follow, Ryan. If you are new around in chat, do hit that follow button. Whereas my teammate, teammate's engine blew up very, very early on into this race. As we've got Yuki Tsunoda 2 seconds back. Russell 4 seconds. But we'll close up on those tyres. How much was my entire setup? About 4,000 if we're including like PC monitors, etc. Right, let's see what we can do. 3.7. 1 in the chat if you think George Russell is going to have the pace to catch us up. 2 in the chat if you don't. If George Russell catches us up, he might drag Max Verstappen back as well. It just depends on how quickly he can get past Yuki Tsunoda if possible. But the pace that they're showing, it's not good enough at the moment. We're looking good, chat. We're looking good here in Australia to win the first race of the season. Gullis Racing needs to sort out their reliability, which we are doing now. Have I got your stuff set up so that you can look at all the chats? I always have your favourite. I can see you. I can see all my chats. I can see everybody on YouTube, Twitch, TikTok, and Kick right now. As Alexander Albon gets past Max Verstappen as well. So Max on those hard tyres. Unfortunately vulnerable. So both Mercedes and George Russell not having the pace on the mediums. Neither is Yuki Tsunoda. But tyre wear could come into it. Their tyres could be better. Or, of course, we could make a huge error here at Australia. I'm rusty. I've been out for 3 weeks. So whilst the pace is good, the consistency is struggling. He's got 3 phones, pal, don't you know? I can see them all on a monitor. Max screaming right now. I mean, Max will be very lucky and very happy still to score like a top 5. He did cause the safety car and got lucky because he had front wing damage and it was going to be a painful race for him for the rest of it had the safety car not come out. So he got lucky with that one. And George Russell, yeah, not closing in. Those medium tyres just not working as well as they did. Radders, thank you very much for the follow. As we're looking very, very good. We've sold reliability. His teammate DNFs. Exactly. Exactly. Having a mental breakdown, being passed by Albon. Great value. Thank you very much for the follow. Welcome in. Thank you very much to Mayor Stubbs. Thank you for the follow as well. Welcome, welcome, welcome. Hayden too. If you are new around the chat, do hit that follow button. Yeah, the safety car. I think the safety car actually kind of ruined what could have been an interesting race. Because I don't know how things would have worked out on strategy. George Russell was closing in on mediums compared to our older mediums. We would have gone to softs, and it would have been a really nice fight at the end, but this is still good. His teammate wouldn't have DNF'd if this was a league race. Exactly. How dare we? As Alexander Albon could be the biggest threat in this race, actually. 4.4 seconds back right now and setting the fastest lap of the race so far. So Alexander Albon maybe could start to reel us in if he doesn't fight with his teammate. Has George Russell used the best of those tyres? What track is this? It's Australia. This is Australia. Alexander Albon, 4.4 seconds behind us. Yuki Tsunoda dropping time. The time drops to 3 seconds. Let's see what we can do here. Let's see what we can do. We've still got a lot of laps to go. 14 laps left to go in this race. Don't get on that curb, because it will spit us out. You have to be careful. And now into my worst sector. We were actually really quick around this circuit. Some reason sector 3 is just a bit weak for me. I think maybe because we're running quite low on the wings. That through this section of corners, I don't know what it is specifically about there. We just don't have the pace. As Alexander Albon, maybe about a tenth quicker than me in this race right now. That's not gonna, I mean, maybe a bit more, down to 4 seconds. So actually, maybe about 4 tenths quicker than me in this race at the moment. Yuki Tsunoda, slower though. Not worried about Yuki, more worried about that man, Alexander Albon. Let's try and keep it nice and chill. Exactly, how dare I make chill content? How dare I? That curve was horrible from 2016 to 2021 games. I feel like it still is. It will still spit you out. How many times have people complimented you on your commentary, Hayden? A lot, and I love it. I love it. Max has some damage. I'm sure that's it. I mean, to be fair, it's not a bad shout. Sometimes the AI will not fix the front wing damage. So he could have some front wing damage. That is not a bad shout. You could be on the money there. Let's see, let's see. Tsunoda, of course, on old hard tyres. Box for those hard tyres around, I think, lap 30, I want to say, is when Tsunoda made a pit stop. Maybe slightly earlier than that. And, of course, Albon on brand new ones. 4.8 the gap. Albon will be looking to get past Tsunoda really quickly if he wants any chance to fight me for the race win. Alexander Albon, I feel like he's yet to win a race in this career mode. Now moving to Mercedes, swapping places with Andrea Kimi Antonelli, who unfortunately retired from this race early on after my teammate. 2 retirees, my teammate Nicolas Solov and the Ferrari of Andrea Kimi Antonelli. But the other Ferrari running well, top 6 I think, or there or thereabouts, chasing down Max Verstappen at the moment with 5 seconds ahead of Tsunoda and the rest of them. So we need to make sure we do not make a mistake, chat. How dare I make non-league content? I know, right? How dare I? How dare I? Come on, come on, come on. He is the next F1 commentator. Let's go, let's go. How did Albon start cooking? Hey, he's got some good pace, he's got a good rating. And he's in the Mercedes, which I believe is the second best car on the grid. And now he's into P2. So there goes Alexander Albon. And of course, on better tyres than his teammate, George Russell, on old mediums. Box for those around lap 30 something. So, yeah, not the best tyres there for George Russell. And now Charles Leclerc will be looking, after getting past Max Verstappen, to get past George Russell in this race as well. As Charles Leclerc now sets the fastest lap of the race so far. And what can Alexander Albon do now that he's been released by Yuki Tsunoda? Does he have the pace advantage over me? Is that Mercedes quicker than the Gullis Racing car? There's just over 10 laps left to go in this race. Not through Sector 1, as that is where we are fastest. Purple in the first sector. 5.4 seconds. Currently the gap between myself and Alexander Albon. But let's see if we can hold this on. Damn, not top 5. Max Verstappen, yeah, unfortunately. Maybe he has got damage. I mean, we can always look right now. We are chill. 5.8 the gap to Tsunoda. Should we have a look at Verstappen? Because he could still have damage. So let's have a little look. And he does, yeah. They did not fix the front wing. And that'll be costing him a lot of time with that front wing damage right now for Max. So that is exactly what's gone on with Max Verstappen's race. I think he definitely, with a new front wing, if he could get past his teammate, would have had the pace to fight us for the win. But unfortunately, front wing damage has cost him. And maybe that could have happened from one of the back markers. Because remember, there were 2 back markers in the way. We know what back markers are like on this game. And that could have certainly cost them, as Albon's so much quicker in Sector 3 than us. It is crazy. Red Bull does not give wings. It really doesn't. This is career mode. Yes, you are correct. It's not a league, sadly. Sorry to upset you all. 2026 doesn't work out for him. He should save whatever dignity he has left and retire. Who? Verstappen? Happy New Year, Shannon. Welcome in. Hope you're well. Oh, nearly did a Max Verstappen through there. 5.4 seconds the gap right now. Is Albon closing in on us? Let's ask. Driver behind.
Albon behind. Time last lap, 1:18.4. Okay,
Is he quicker?
they're on fresh hards.
Is he
Their
quicker?
tyres are 11 laps
So I
old
need to
now.
know. No, you're not telling me the information I need, Mark. Driver behind.
That's Albon behind you. Okay, they're on fresh hards. Their tyres are 11 laps
I think he's
old now,
4 tenths a
and
lap
the
quicker.
Time last lap, 1:18.4.
1 minute 18.4. Okay, what's my last lap? Last lap time.
Okay, that last lap, 1:18.4.
Okay, we're matching. We're matching. He's not even faster than me. We're just matching right now. Not with a corner like that, though. Okay, okay. That's good news for me as the laps come down. Yo, what's good? Welcome in, Coop. Good to see you. Come on, come on, come on. 4.8. Damn! He caught up a lot of time through that sector. That's crazy. Oh, deep, 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 deep. We're okay, though. We're okay. Don't make too many mistakes. Just bring the car home. Bring the car home. We can afford to lose a little bit of time. What's my fastest ever lap? I've done a 1 minute 2 around here before. Honestly, one of the best laps I've ever done. 1 minute 2 at Australia. It was insane. How do you get custom F1 World cars? Yeah, all mods. All mods. Big up Littlehampton. Exactly. Big ups the Littlehampton. The Littlehampton massive. It's 5.1 the gap now currently to Alexander Albon behind. We're looking good, chap. We're looking good to take a first win of the season. Bring the car home for a really, really good result. And let's see what we can do. Throughout the rest of this race, Albon 5 seconds up the road. Keep it going. Hayden, who will win the 2026 Drivers' World Champion? It will be... who will it be? It will be Fernando Alonso. No, it will be Carlos Sainz. Carlos Sainz will do it. Williams are going to cook this year. How many years have I been streaming? I've been streaming since 2018. No. I've been streaming since 2020. Yes. Or maybe 2019. But I've been doing content since 2015. Cut the corner and take a 5-second penalty to make it interesting for us. How about no? Just in case I lose the win. Alonso getting his third before he retires. Well, he said if the car's good, it'll be his last season. If it's not, it won't be his last season. I gotta tell you, chat, it's so cold in this room right now, my feet are going numb. I can feel my toes going numb. Has my channel always been about F1? Yes. Yes. I did a bit more of a variety when I first started, but then you find your niche. And my niche was always going to be F1. It's my favourite thing. Even if I don't do league racing. Hey, look, even if I don't do league racing. One in the chat if you think we're going to bring it home, chat. 2 in the chat if you think we're going to bottle it. Put socks on. I've got socks on. And maybe I need more socks on. I need to get Converses. That's what I need. Because my driver wears Converses. So maybe I need Converses. I see Eddie says 2. Eddie thinks we're going to bottle it. I see you in the chat. I see you. I've grown to like GT3. Nice, nice. I really like GTPs, IndyCar, driving those on iRacing. I'm going to be driving a GTP car, a GTP Ferrari in a couple of weeks' time for the biggest stream I've done since 2021. Why don't you tell them about your secret league racing channel? It's the only thing in life that matters. We will league race, and then they will be happy. I'm unsubbing if you don't do league racing. I told you, to be fair, we will have league racing coming. It will be for iRacing, not for F1. F1's not a proper game. Like, come on. Come on now. You're good at F1. It's not a proper game. Get good at a proper game. Sonoda's dropped down to P5. Sadly for the Red Bull. The Red Bulls were doing so well earlier on, and it's just not worked out for them. That safety car shafting both Red Bull drivers. Sonoda now getting overtaken by even Ayrton Senna in this race. But yeah, we're going to be doing IndyCar League Racing on iRacing on every other Wednesday from the 21st onwards, as Senna and Sonoda are fighting. And we're starting to find some pace. I mean, I've got battery. I'm going to use it. Let's try and get the fastest lap of the race away from Charles Leclerc, chat. Can we nick the fastest lap of the race? Must-watch races every year for me is Monaco GP, Indy 500, sometimes the Daytona 500. What is the Daytona 500? That's NASCAR, right? That's NASCAR. After all this league racing stuff, you need to turn off into a short at this rate. Mate, I don't think it would fit in a short. That guy's complaining. Would not fit in a short. iRacing or Assetto Corsa? iRacing for me. I definitely prefer iRacing. Let's go. Let's push. Right, here we go. Push, 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 push. And across the line. The fast lap of the race so far. Let's go. Showing that we do have the pace in us, but we aren't pushing too hard right now. We want to bring the car home, chat. All it takes is one mistake. One lack of consistency. And we're in big trouble. So let's be careful. Tech Ultimate Prinzen. Thank you much for the £2 super chat. You absolute legend. What have you said? Hello, Hayden. How are you? Hope you had a good time in the UK. I did, thank you. I did. We all know your Tyrrell Reserve Racing was... I am. The secret is out. I'm sorry. Just don't bottle it. I'll try my best. Oh my god, my force feedback's gone. Oh my god. Someone asked earlier, do I get the FFB issue on F125? Well, there you go. There's a prime example of it. You're turning for a corner. You're fighting the force feedback because there's strength in the wheels. You're pushing against that strength. If that strength goes, you just go like that. You turn the wheel really quickly. And in a fast corner like that, you don't want to be losing force feedback at all. Oh my god. That was nearly race over for a technical issue. Not even an issue of skill. A tech issue. Damn. Was it snowing on the south coast? Not when I was there. But it has been snowing here like quite a lot. Living on the south coast, right? Living near to the sea. You barely get any snow. If you get snow, it's just like icing sugar on the top of the landscape. Here, though, I was like, this is the most snow I've ever seen, other than being on like a ski or snowboard holiday. It was crazy. Right, let's bring this home, chat. We can do this. And if you are new around in chat, do hit that follow button. Whereabouts do I live? I live in the Netherlands now. Very central in the Netherlands. Did it snow after I left? I don't think so. Not really. What's my favorite track? I really like tracks like Monaco, Spa, Silverstone, Qatar. Tracks that have just like a really good flow to them that's so satisfying when you get it right. Jeddah's another one of those. Good fun track to drive. I know some people are like, Monaco? How do you like Monaco? I just do. I'm weird, okay? I just like Monaco. Got a bit of snow a few days ago in northern England. Hello, Hayden. I'm back from YouTube. Welcome in, Kraken. Thank you very much for the super chat, you legend. Right, let's keep on pushing. Looking really good. Thank you very much, Red Bull Racing. Right, lap 55 out of 58. Albon 5.2 behind. It looks like he's going to pick up P2. I don't think anything's going to change in the remaining few moments of this race. Where do you live in the Netherlands? As I said, central in the Netherlands. I'm not going to tell you my address, am I? Automatic or manual? Manual. Monaco is super fun when you're hitting the perfect line. Exactly. That's what I love. I love those tracks. They're so satisfying as Pepe Marti is out of this race with 3 laps left to go. Not going to bring out a late safety car. Could you imagine if a late safety car came out then. I think I would have taken a pit stop for soft tires, as I think I could have taken the hit, losing 3 positions. But we will not get a safety car. At the end of this race, Pepe Marti joins the list of retirees. That's 3 of them. 1 Audi. Oh my god, I've just joined him. Oh my god, where am I going? I've just joined him. I was too busy, I was distracted.
Okay,
Oh my god, we've actually caused the safety car. Screw it, we're going softs. Softs. Go, 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 soft tyres, go. I didn't mean to cause the safety car. I didn't mean to do that. But we're going soft tyres till the end of this race. This could be a bottle, chat. This could be an almighty bottle. Let's see what everybody else does. I'm not going to lose out too many positions. Oh, it's a slow pit stop, though. That's not what we need. Go, 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 go. Where are we going to drop to? P7. Maybe P8. Behind Stroll and the Honda. Yeah, behind Stroll and the Honda. Okay. Safety car will be in at the end of this lap. We're all bunched up, chat. I've got brand new soft tyres. How many positions do you think we can gain at the end of this race? Can we win this race? 1 in the chat if you believe that we can. 2 in the chat if you don't. 1 in the chat if you believe that we can win this race. 2 if you do not. I did not mean to run deep there. But we've got an opportunity to have a good race at the end. And I think we've got the pace to do it. I genuinely think we've got the pace to do it. A lot of you are saying 2. Why did I box soft tyres? Honestly, they're going to cook. Thank you very much, Melly, for the €5 super chat. And Tech Prinzen for the €2 £2 super chat. Right, safety car in this lap. Let's get ready to go racing. It's just the drivers in front of us. Gasly might join the back of the train before we go racing again. But we have got... Hang on. Chamber is coming in there. Bot in the chat being like, message me with the blessings and I'll give you money. No, you won't. You're going to scam people. Get out of here. Theo, thank you much for the rose. Right, let's go. Is that a Honda in front of you? Yes, it is. Look how sexy that car looks. It looks good. Honda are in. All the cars we're running are from overtake.gg. Was not a bottle. He gave up. Let's see what we can do. 2 laps remaining in this race to take back the race win here at the opening round of the season. I've got Lance Stroll, the first car, on my radar. And let's get ready to go racing. On Stroll. It's a weak corner for me around the final corner. Let's go, let's go, let's go. They're not burning battery. I can't overtake before the line, but I can overtake now. So here we go, already on Lance Stroll. Into the first corner, side by side with a Honda driver. And that's 1 overtake completed. I need to get a move on, though. We need to be making a lot of overtakes in this race. How much grip do we have compared to Max Verstappen? Not enough through there yet. He's got front wing damage as well, remember, chat. So let's get past Max Verstappen very, very quickly in this race and then hunt down those leaders. Here we go. On Max Verstappen. Big lunge up the inside here. Beautiful overtake on Max Verstappen. And that is exactly what we need to be doing, chat. We've got a lap and a half left to go. Let's get past the Red Bull Racing car of Yuki Tsunoda on the left-hand side. And now we go. I'm running in none mode accidentally. That's a bit silly. And now we use the grip. We use the pace of the soft tyres. We've got Senna, we've got Russell, we've got Leclerc, and we've got Alexander Albon. 1 lap to get past all of them. Otherwise, we have bottled the race win. Can we do it? Here's Senna. We're actually quick through Sector 3 for once, which is great to see. Because we have the pace on the tyres. Right, here we go. Here we go. Senna not quick enough to go on the attack. We will get DRS this lap. These two could go side by side. Let's get a good run through turn 1 and 2. Here we go. The switch back on Senna to the left-hand side. We won't be able to have a look on George Russell unless we can dart it to the inside. No, we can't. Russell stays there. There's Leclerc. I can spot Albon ahead of me as well. Can we go around the outside? No, we can't. I want to get past these drivers. Here we go on George Russell on the left-hand side. And now we go. Now we go. Come on. Come on. 2 seconds to Albon. Can we do this? We don't have the DRS on Charles Leclerc. It's all going to be about the car's straight line speed and how good we are in the final sector. How much speed can we carry through here as well? Leclerc, I think, does have DRS on Alexander Albon. Come on, come on, come on. Do we have enough to get past these two drivers? Late on the brakes. Into the hairpin. Pushing through the final couple of corners now. Come on, come on, come on. I don't think we have enough through here. I think Albon's going to win the race. We could sneak P2 at the end of it, though. Come on! Is it enough to get past Charles Leclerc? It's not. It's only the podium. And sadly, we throw away the race win. But we definitely had a lot of fun at the end. We had a lot of fun at the end of the race, and I will take that. I will take that. Yeah, it's a shame. It's a shame. And I am disappointed that we didn't win the race, because we definitely could have won the race. But I am happy that we at least had a race at the end, because I was a little bit worried that we weren't going to do that. Why would I pit with 3 laps? To have fun, okay? Look, I'm sorry, chat. I'm sorry. I'm sorry we threw away the win, but I'm having fun, okay? That's what we're here for. All right, I know we had someone in the chat earlier that was, like, super hardcore and was like, this is serious racing. We should race like it's league racing. And I did bottle it, and I'll accept that, okay? But that was the risk that we were running. But it was a good race at the end. It was definitely a good race at the end. I think as well, right, if we didn't have a slow pit stop, we would have come out ahead of the 2 Red Bulls. I would have been ahead of the 2 Red Bulls, and it would have been a better chance of the race win. It was because of the slow pit stop that we were there. I think we could have got it without the slow pit stop. But it is what it is. It is what it is. Hayden, what do you use to change the drivers' names? You just need to go in the language files. You can get those on overtake.gg. Great race rather than a boring one in the end. Exactly. I'm happy that the safety car came out. I didn't mean to bring out the safety car, honestly. I just made that mistake. I just locked up into that corner. I was too focused on where Pepe Marti's car is. I missed my braking point. Went deep. I wasn't even expecting it to be a safety car. It came out and I was like, okay, then if it's a safety car, let's do it. Let's do it. And unfortunately, yeah, it did cost us the race win. Alexander Albon, fair play. Fair play. Race win from 10th on the grid. That is an incredible drive from Albon. Gifted because of our stupidity. Charles Leclerc in P2. We are P3. George Russell there. Max Verstappen down in P7. What could have been for him? Let's save full race replay. Yeah, unfortunate for those drivers who were down the order. Valtteri Bottas. The famous New Zealander Valtteri Bottas. And, of course, the famous Estonian Sergio Perez. And Daniel Ricciardo in the Benetton as well. Marty, DNF. Andrea Kimi Antonelli, DNF. And Solov, DNF as well. In terms of the standings, obviously no real change in the driver standings after round 1. It's basically as it finished in the race. And it is as it finished in the race. Hadra and Stroll getting points for Honda. Gasly getting some points for Williams. So good stuff there from those drivers. Bad race, really, for McLaren, you've got to say. Senna picking up some good points, but Bortoletto down the order. And unfortunately for Ferrari and ourselves, with our teammates not scoring for us. But it's Mercedes who lead the way in the constructors. Ferrari, though, despite one DNF and myself still, and Gullis Racing, still P2 and P3. So still a good chance for us to fight for the championship. Long season ahead of us, 24 races. And that's going to do for race 1. And we're going to get into another. That's not the real Jarno Opmeer. How do you know? How do you know it's not the real Jarno Opmeer? Certainly is. And it's 12 at the moment. So we are going to have time for another race. We are going to have time for another race. Why is Solov on F1? He is my driver. Cost repairs, 7 grand. Not too bad. Damage allowances, 36k. So not as much as it was. Is that because we were a better team? I'm not too sure. Benetton as well? Yeah, Benetton as well. We've got Benetton. We've got Honda. We've got Audi. Hayden, what all you did in UK did you come to London? I went to London for 1 day to meet up with Matt Amos and Pondon. 12:03 a.m. more like. Gaming Beaver, thank you for the follow. Isaac, Horatio, thank you for the follows, guys. Hey, and I'm going to go now. It's fun watching the stream. No problem. Your favorite idiot. Have a good rest of your day, buddy. Have a good rest of your day. What's Linus on about? Damage is another thing. That doesn't mean it's a tractor bait. Right, why are we arguing about this, the Red Bull car? Do a viewer race, not on weekdays. Definitely not on weekdays. I've done it before, and the drivers that I meet on weekdays cannot drive. So I'm going to pass. I'm going to avoid that and not put myself through the pain of driving with those people. Secondary sponsor discovery. I think we do that one. Stop rage baiting each other. Stop it. Hi, Hayden. I'm happy I can finally watch live. I watched a lot of your VODs. Good to have you here, John. Thank you for joining the stream. Right, so that's fine. We've got a message. Do we have a rival? Title sponsor loyalty grows. That's great. We don't have a rival. When are we going to get a rival? We don't get any rivals anymore. You got on the podium, and unfortunately we had a problem, but we do get resource points for that, so we will take it. Facility improvements is good. Let's keep on upgrading the facilities. I just got the SF100 wheel. Nice. Same here. Shannon Bullock. I'm in Hamilton. You're in Hamilton. Rivals will come later in the season, but we haven't had a single one. We had one at the start. Is streaming my full-time job? Yes. Yes. It's why I may look at streaming differently compared to maybe other people, because other people do it alongside another job. For me, this is my job, so I have to focus on what is going to do the best in terms of viewership and stuff like that. I mean, that'll be good. 10,000 each time we successfully research and upgrade. I mean, money is always good. So I think we do that. And then we've got another one we can do. So we look to do aero chassis software. Yeah, I think we do that one. Okay, cool. Happy with that. Do we need to do any other thing as well? Yes. Sponsor negotiation support, contingency, improve the fallback, the cash bonus for completing your title sponsor season goal, rate in which you gain loyalty, and receive 5 million each time you complete. Yeah, we're not there yet. We're not anywhere near there yet. So let's look at loyalty with secondary sponsors. Shouldn't be too bad. Did I bottle it? I did. But we had a good race at the end. I had missed your stream for a month. Finally back. We are finally back. It's good to be. My favorite F1 team is Gullis Racing. The best F1 team. Right. Okay. I think we're all good there. I don't think we're developing anything. Let's just skip this. Anything else that we need to go through, chat, before we get into the next race? I don't think so. There's no parts being developed. We are researching some parts, but we're at that stage now where a team is looking pretty good. We're researching durability, and we only have 1,400. So let's keep on saving resource points. Progress history from other teams. Look at that. Like, we're really good. We'll see how it looks going into China. Solov, unfortunately, with the failure. So I do think I need to go to component management for Solov. And he's already on his second energy store, which is not great. All of this is fine. Do I look at taking a new energy store? Do we do it later? I think whilst we are one of the best teams, I take a new one of these. But I don't know. We'll leave it for now. We'll look at it in the future. Right. I don't think there's anything else that we need to do. This corporate facility one, though. Large investment, small investment. I mean, we have the funds. So let's do a large investment as we have the funds, chat. And we have early talks already with myself. Good. How much money do I want? Give me lots of money. How much money am I going to pay? Whoa, how come there's two of me? How come there's two of me? What's going on here? Right, so annual salaries come down, which is good. Signing bonus, fine. Engineer workforce, fan rating, and vehicle performance. We're all pretty much there. So I think we're good. I don't think we have to worry about that. Do you think Max will conquer again in 2026? If Red Bull and Ford get it right, but we do not know. We do not know. Early talks. We will have the talks. Doesn't mean that we have to sign Solov yet. But we are going to be looking at talks with Oscar Piastri. Oscar Piastri is my target. If Solov does not perform. But as he's only 2 million for salary, if he is performing and he's scoring top 5s with the car that we have right now, that's fine for me. I'm happy with that. We'll have to wait and see how the season goes. Unfortunately, a DNF today in Australia.
Things are progressing well.
It was unlucky. There was nothing that he could do about that. It's just a reliability issue.
Chief, I must remind you that
Parts
we have
developed,
parts
that's good.
fully researched that are waiting for development.
Let's go.
Let's get
Right.
that performance on the car.
Bit of durability. We'll do a dual development on that one, and it'll be ready after the Japanese Grand Prix, which will be the stream next week on Tuesday. Hello, Atomic Sniper. Good to see you. Missed the last 10 laps. How do we not win that race? There was a safety car with 2 laps to go. So we boxed for soft tyres to have some fun for the last 2 laps. Which you might be like, what are you doing, you idiot? Listen, okay, I just want to have the fun. Just want to have fun. Sponsor roadmap, which means that we can also do this. Oh, we've unlocked phase 3. Let's go. Should we complete some phase 2 ones first, though? Increase the cash bonus for completing your title sponsor's goal. And that'll be good come the end of the season. We don't need to rush it, though. We're not looking at negotiating with that yet. Anything here that can give us good money straight away? Each time one of your drivers qualifies on pole. Maybe we were already phase 3. I don't know. I feel like we were already phase 3. I just wasn't paying attention. Okay. We'll do this one. This one? This one. Do that one. Hi, Rushy. Welcome in. Welcome in. For real, something odd in these. Bottling after touching grass. Hayden streams being bad. Omens for your sickness. Last time I was in your live, I just got sick, and now I'm sick again. Oh. It's because you are enjoying the stream so much, you want an excuse not to go to school or work, so you become sick, so you can enjoy the streams more. That's what it is. That's what it is, chat. 10 Ford, thank you very much for the follow. I really need to move a monitor over there where the camera is. We need to look at that in the future, because I feel like this looks weird. Me not looking at you guys. I feel like I should be looking at you guys. So I need, like, my chat somewhere here. Do you agree? I agree. Maybe that's just me. Is that just a me thing, chat? Do you guys care that I'm looking here for my chat? Or would you care if I was looking, like, here for my chat? More in your direction. Is that just a me thing? Is London completely changed, Hayden? No idea, bro. I weren't there that long. Right. Okay, let's advance. Let's go Chinese Grand Prix. I don't care that you don't have eye contact with us. Right, we've got a sprint race. I hate sprint race weekends. Is there a way to turn off sprint race weekends, chat? I don't think there is there? It's not in the settings, is it? Career settings. You can't turn off sprint race weekends, can you? Shanghai antenning board. I hate them at what? What are you on about? No, I'm not seeing anything that says we can turn on sprint races. To be honest, I don't care where you look for chat. You need to be comfy. I don't mind it being there. I just need to get a monitor stand or something so that I can have it there. That'd be all I need to do. You need to fix that pulsating buzz for next stream. I will look into that 100% for next stream. Don't you worry. I'm really sorry about that. There are antenning sponsor boards on the Shanghai GP. Okay. I'm going to go for a wee. And whilst I go for a wee, I'm going to mute my mic so you don't get that pulsating noise. Because otherwise you're just going to hear it non-stop. It's going to be really annoying. But I will be right back, chat, okay? I'm going to just go for a wee. And I'll be right back. Actually, quickly, let's load into the session. It's going to be raining for the sprint. Oh, no, that's going to be hell. Do we do a 50%? I think we do a 50% for this one. How much time have we got? It's 12 at the moment. We started at 9. It's been 3 hours already. I think we do a 50% for China. Otherwise, it's going to be hella long. Right, I'm going to load in. And now I'm going to go for a wee. How do I get out of this chair? Ow,
Hello and welcome to Free Practice 1 from Shanghai International Circuit here in China. It's an imposing grandstand structure, tarmac that presents all sorts of challenges in these cooler temperatures. Crucial data needs to be gathered and unique challenges will be presented throughout the session.
Okay, I'm back. I'm back, everybody. London has changed. He looks different. He has a different accent. He doesn't even look at chat anymore. What do you mean? London has changed me. That's crazy. Right, I'm back. I went for a wee. If you're like, where's he gone? My beautiful Pookie. Right, okay, I'm back. Why is there a Pokemon ball on the steering wheel? Because why not? Why not? I mean, if you didn't already know, I like Pokemon. If you can see my background. I don't know how many of you can see. If you're on a horizontal stream, you can see my background. I don't know if you can see it on... Do I have like a big version? No, I don't. Maybe this one? There you go. You can see it fully there. Boom. Beautiful. Right. Okay, let's go back to this. I need my gloves. It's freezing in here, chat. I'm not going to lie. It is absolutely freezing in this room. Well, yeah, Hayden goes off to London, a league racer, and comes back with amnesia. What is league racing? They can't see the Eevee or Squirtle, so they wouldn't know. To be fair, Squirtle's over there. I haven't got a place for him yet. Too much Christmas food. Honestly, not enough Christmas food. There's never enough Christmas food, chat. Never enough Christmas food. Right, let's load in a setup. You guys can look at my beautiful face again for a moment whilst I get a Chinese setup. There we go. And where's my phone? I need to make sure that we have a up-to-date BSE setup, chat, for China. So let's make sure that this is up to date. The car felt good in Australia, so I still feel like the setups are working nicely. I don't have to adapt them for career mode just yet. So that's good news. Because sometimes you just have to adapt them slightly, because the career mode car will handle a little bit differently, because of course we're upgrading it. It's not the bog standard car that you get in online racing. The brake bias is really high. I'm going to keep it there. And then we're going to do that and copy. Not that it matters. Struggling a bit with to chair. Hey, allow it, okay? It's just a tight squeeze to get into this chair. You would be the same. Allow it. Right. Save the setup. We're all good. And I'm happy with that. Okay, cool. Right, back to the game. What else did I want to do? I need to do this. For those of you who always watch me will know what we're doing now when it comes to the YouTube Verticals part of the stream. YouTube Vertical. For those of you who are still here, good to still have you here. We're going to end the stream. We're going to send you over to the main stream now. So I'm going to send you all over to the horizontal stream so you can go and watch that. We will be live again with another vertical stream in a moment. But for those of you who are currently watching, we're going to send you over to there so you can carry on watching. So goodbye off this vertical stream. And hello everybody who is currently on the other vertical stream. Good to see you all. We are going to, for the time being, get rid of that. Go to vertical stream key 1. And then go live again. And that should be all good there. And when that's live, when I can see this live chat, I will come back to you all. Just making sure that we're all okay on all the other platforms. Yeah, we're good there. We're good there. We're good there. Shout out to everyone on TikTok. Hunting down 125k again. We dropped a little bit low, a little bit shy of it. So we gotta get it back. New sub goal. We can do 75. There we go. Boom. Update that. We're live there. That's good. I can see us. We need to make it public because it's currently unlisted. And there we go. Okay, cool. We're all good, chat. We're all good. We are all good. Perfect. Right, okay, we're back. Welcome, welcome, welcome. Yo, missed it for lunch, but what happened in the end for Australia? Safety car came out with a couple laps to go. We thought we'd just box and have some fun. And it meant that we did not win the race. Oops. We finished P3 in the end. And we made a couple of overtakes at the end of the race, but we didn't win the race, which was maybe not the best. Doctor, you haven't actually looked at my full background yet. Doctor, here you go. Have a look. Have a look. Can you spot anything you like in my background? I've changed the background around. I do still need to get lighting in all of these, right? I still need to get lighting, which is what I'm looking at. I just want to make sure I have the right lighting that lasts, because I've had LED strips before and they've just not lasted. So I need to have a proper look at what I would like for the future. But I'm sure you're going to see something. There you go. And I've got... This is Christopher Eccleston in the TARDIS. Christopher Eccleston, Peter Capaldi, and the TARDIS. We've got a Senna Funko Pop Lego. I do need to look at moving. Well, we got the... I don't know if you saw the F 2004 was announced as a Lego. So I'm going to have to look into getting that. And I'm probably going to have one on each of these shelves, you can see. So these sitting cuties going to move. Where do I get my mods? From overtake.gg, chat. And why did the safety car came out? The safety car came out because I was paying too much attention to the car that had retired on the outside of the circuit rather than my own braking point. And I went a little bit deep into the corner, and they rightfully so waved the safety car. At least we now know how to get a safety car in the race chat, right? We just go deep where there's a DNF car again. Okay, right. Track acclimatization. We've got to get as many points as we possibly can, because we've only got one practice session. One practice session. Oh, that's wide, that's wide, that's wide. We're too fast. Where did I finish in Australia? I finished P3. Any subscribers still have trouble with the subscribers only mode? Shouldn't do. You should have access if subscribed. Oh my god, bit wide. Not a good first couple of corners. Well, I'm not expecting the car to be good in the corners. But again, the straights is where we should be cooking, chap. Okay. Nice and easy. Go, go, go. I've got to run. Wishing you and chat a nice rest of the stream. Happy weekend. Thank you very much for joining us, Chonky. And we look forward to seeing you again very soon. Have a good rest of your day, buddy. Oh, that's going to be slow. Yep, green. Okay, China. Not as easy as Australia was in terms of my driving ability. Remember, I am still rusty. I've not driven any of these circuits for 3 weeks. So you guys are going to enjoy racing me on Sunday because I'm not going to be as fast as I have been in the past, okay? There is the antenning board. Is it that one back there? That one back there. Yeah, I mean, it's because they don't sell out all of the seats. So they make more money by selling it out as a sponsorship. Okay, can't break that late into the corner. Only 3 weeks. Only 3 weeks, but still 3 weeks, right? It takes a hit. I'm going to be feeling it on the old shoulders today, for sure. Doc, were you here earlier when I announced... I want to see if you know what we're going to be doing, but not this weekend. This weekend is community racing, back to normal. But the weekend after, there will not be a community race because we're going to be doing the biggest stream I have done since 2021. Do you know what I'm on about? I was not here. Okay. Do you know what I'm on about? I'm going to be doing the biggest stream, not this weekend, but the weekend after. What, breaking your PB? Right, flying lap, let's go. Oh, that. What am I alluding to? Hayden, do you watch hockey? I don't watch hockey, but I did. My girlfriend made me watch a show called Heated Rivalry. Only watch that show if you're over 18, I'd say. Yeah. Right, let's push for the fuel management. This one should be fine. We should gain a lot of fuel through this section of corners. I like this corner. What mod is that for the engine? It is a engine sound mod, and you can find it on overtake.gg. All of the mods that I use, you'll find them all on overtake.gg. Go. Okay, Hayden, had to leave. I'm going for some Valorant. Take care and see you on Sunday. See you later, Kraken. Have a good rest of your day, buddy. Thank you for the love over on the YouTube side. Appreciate you. I keep on messing up that corner. The car is not liking that corner. It's really struggling there. I can't use battery, which makes sense because it is a fuel program. It'd be very easy if I could just burn battery. And if I fail the program, I can't do it again. And this corner just sucks for us because the AI just have such insane traction out of there. Okay, Kraken, you don't have to say antenning board every time we go past it, bro. Can I say what game we'll be on? Of course you can. Of course you can. We're not going to do it. I don't think we're going to do the practice program for the fuel. Unless we have a hooked up last corner, which we did not, sadly. Oh, God. Steering wheel. Calm down. Okay. Right. That's fine. That's fine. iRacing is correct. It will be on iRacing. Is my YouTube chat working, or is it just not that popular right now? It's just not that popular. Okay. I've been humbled. Am I the only one that thinks Hayden looks like Declan Rice? I do get that a lot, to be fair. Not as much anymore. But I have got that a lot in the past. Right, race strategy program, let's go. Yeah, will be iRacing. Sounds a bit like you have a puncture every now and again. What with this thing? Is it meta to have a wheel rotation like that? You don't have to turn the wheels so much, IRL. I have it on 300 or 360. I mean, my steering wheel matches what I turn in-game, I think. So I would say you do have to turn that much in real life, because that's how much I'm turning it. Are we doing the same again, like 2021, or something different? No, it is the same again. That's what I did in 2021, if you are thinking the right thing. All by myself, I'm gonna be... Man, that's a cool livery. It is a cool livery, Scotty Designs. Scotty Designs in the chat, everyone. Everyone shout out to Scotty Designs, because he put together not only this livery, but pretty much the whole mod package. So everything you're seeing and you're hearing is thanks to Scotty, with either putting it together himself or helping me and telling me how to download and put it on myself. So shout out to Scotty. This corner is the bane of my life. The absolute bane of my life, that corner. The livery might be cooking, but I certainly am not. That corner is also horrible because the AI are just so broken around it that we have to burn so much battery out of the corner. And I think China is going to be a difficult race for me. Just bought the game because of you. Nice, nice. I mean, it's not a bad game to buy, to be fair. I really enjoy F1 25. And also, we're going to have F1 26 on F1 25. So, it's good to get this game because you're going to be able to play the next game on this, if that makes sense. All right, there we go. Got the first target lap time. We need to make sure we beat these lap times every single lap. Otherwise, I'm going to have to do more than 3 laps. I don't want to do more than 3 laps, chat. I want to get in sprint qualifying really quickly. We're warmed up, so I'm only going to have to do 1 lap in sprint qualifying. And we'll go from there. You can't add tracks? Have I added? Yeah, you can't add tracks. Could you imagine? If Scotty could make a track and add it, God, that would unlock a whole new area. The modders of the F1 game would be so happy if they could make tracks and add them in. That'd be insane. Come on, come on, come on. Push, push, push. Just on the bubble here. We're going to lose a lot of time through this corner. Not as much as last lap, though, so that's good. Burn the battery. Scotty would make Hanoi, and I would not add it in. Wait, how do you get Bottas in the game? It's just a name mod at the moment. We tried to switch over the faces. I don't think it worked for now. It might work in the future. That's a big corner cut over the hairpin, but it works. We got away with it. 2 tenths up. And that's all that matters. 2 tenths up, across the line, beat the target time. Valtteri Bottas, P2 in the Cadillac. That's actually insane. I don't think their car is P2 worthy. I think by the time we get to sprint qualifying, it will be something different. But very interesting, to say the least. Valtteri Bottas is cooking. I mean, Verstappen's put a lap in on soft tyres as well, so as has George Russell. So maybe they are just cooking, chat. Lance Stroll in the Honda. Looking good. You need to talk through those corners. Don't focus on them. You do better than that is true. What tracks, if you could mod a track into the game, chat, what tracks would you choose? Me personally, Hockenheim. We all know I would add Hockenheim in. Sepang. Istanbul. Valencia Street Circuit. I'd basically put on the 2012 calendar, I think, or 2011 calendar. 2011, 2012 calendar. 2011, because I'd probably get rid of Kota. I know some people like Kota. I just struggle there so much. Buddha International Circuit, great track as well. There's so many tracks I'd add on. A lot of speed down into turn 1, or down to turn 1 and down to the hairpin. Following in the slipstream with the DRS open on, Lance Stroll. Through the final corner, a little bit dirty here, but it's okay. And we are going to beat the target time, and that is all good. Hello, Lance Stroll. Right, return to garage. We're all good. Laguna Seca would be very interesting taking the corkscrew in these cars. As my tyre wear, sadly, is a little bit worse than the AI, but that's okay. Didn't get any of the target scores. Optimal sector 2 time. Average speed trap. Average corner speed. Okay, well, we just suck then. Weather is going to be dry for sprint qualifying. So without any further ado, chat, let's get into it. Let's get into sprint qualifying. Let's do it. How does my engine sound like a V10? Because all mods.
The fun doesn't stop here, though. Join us again as the
It's not working, but sometimes it will let you write anything. Exactly. Like, I understand showing it the first time, but every time you leave the chat and then go back in. What's this? That's really weird. Yeah, I don't know what's going on with that then. Tyler, thank you for the follow. It's Babs as well. Thank you for the follow. Where do you get them? All on overtake.gg. It's Nicholas Solov goes fastest on hard tyres. Hello. Hello. Wow. Big bomber clat is P1. Exactly. Exactly. Monaco reverse would be sick. It would be, actually. There'd be a lot of difficult traction zones, but I think it would be a very interesting circuit and good fun. It would also be hell, chat, because there'll be so many barriers sticking out, ready to rip off your tyre. And it would be hilarious. You know, like Zandvoort reverse, and how dangerous some of those corners are? Yeah, this would be worse. Any good tips for Spain GP? I have a league race tomorrow. Honestly, just practice. I'm not the right person to be giving tips, because I'm not that sort of driver, right? All I can say is, you know, what usually works for most people is the more you do something, the better you become at it. Right, sprint qualifying. Let's get into this then, chat. And let's get your predictions in the chat of where do you think we are going to qualify. Everybody get your prediction in the chat.
To Shanghai, ladies.
Where do you all think we are going to qualify today?
Weekend. But before we can race, we need to qualify.
Get your predictions in the chat, everybody.
How will our grid line up? We're about to
We've
find
got the
out.
racing. Jay
Welcome
says P4.
to
Craig says
qualifying.
P3. Chris says P3. And there we are. In the Gullis Racing team. About to get in the car. Astro just says P. Theo says P2. Rice says P6. Player P2. Kraken P10. Doctor P22. F1 Racer P17. Player. Sorry, Rosboy P24. Melee P3. Jacob says Pole. Isaiah says P2 to 3. Dow says DNF. The little ho. That's all I can see. I'm sorry if that's not your name. Says P8. Light Owl Card says P4. The light. The P8. George says P4. Absolute says P2. Astro P5. Las Vegas reverse will be easy as Monza reverse Hayden. I think, again, you look out for barriers sticking out. But I think it could be an interesting circuit, Las Vegas reverse. For sure. So slow, your team is relegated to F2. How freaking dare you? Right, soft tyres. I'm going to go for one lap. One flying lap in qualifying. It could be a good decision. It could be a bad decision. But let's just see how it works out for us. And go from there, chat. We're going to go out with... How long is the lap time around here? 1 minute 30. So 3 minutes remaining on the clock. Seems about right to me. I'm just going to double check the car setup. Make sure that we have got the right amount of fuel in the car. And we have. Tyre selection. We're running softs. Everybody's on track. Let's go. Drive out. Let's go. I think Hayden looks a bit like Marcus Ericsson. Do I? I hate China. Turn 2, 3. We are struggling with the car around here. There are a couple of corners where the car is just not hooking up right now. But I don't think it's we're in a place where it's that drastic right now. I think we can still get a good result. How good of a result, I don't know. Teammate status.
They're on provisional pole.
Oh!
1 minute
Yes!
30.4.
Nicholas Solov. Provisional pole. Let's go. Same face shape. Mama Hayden Gullis noticed me. Let's go, Astro. Let's go. Same face shape and hair, I think. I do get told I have that Scandi look. You know, that Scandinavian look. F1 should have a full season with all tracks. I think F1 in the game, you should be able to pick and choose when tracks are. Like, I want Qatar on my calendar, but I want Brazil to be the final race on the calendar. Like, it sucks that I can't have... I want Vegas on my calendar as well, but I can't have it if I want Brazil to be the finale. Also, if I don't want sprint races, alright, let me not choose sprint races. I don't want to do a sprint race. Because you can do it. You can choose not to have a sprint race at Brazil when you do like online and stuff. So, yeah, like, can I have that, please? That'd be great. Thank you. So frustrating. Right then, chat. 1 in the chat if you think that we will fight for pole position. 2 in the chat if you don't. 1 in the chat if you think that we are going to fight for pole position. 2 if you do not. Here we go. Around the final corner for Canada. Let's push the battery. Let's push the DRS all the way to the line. And away we go. And let's see what the lap time we have in the car today. Turn 1 and 2. Corners I am struggling with. Get the car out wide. Maybe a little bit too tight through there. Get the car back for the left-hander. Easy on throttle. Easy on traction. And away we go. Burn the battery. Nicely done. Right. In towards this braking zone. Let's try and hook this up. Not purple. It's green. Unfortunately, I do not know where that's going to put me at the moment. Is this corner flat? It should be in this car. And it certainly is right now. This corner certainly isn't, though. The car just eased through there. I'm into third gear a lot better. A lot better than we managed in practice. That's so much smoother, chat. So much smoother. We're going to lose so much time through this right-hander. Get the car out wide to try and maximize our traction as much as possible. Now we burn the battery. Everything we got. Everything we've possibly got for the rest of this lap. Down to about a quarter of our usage remaining. Let's burn to there. Try and cut as much of that as we can get away with. That was tidy. That was really good. Burn more battery. Purple in the middle sector. Come on, rest of the battery to the line. What is this time? Gonna be good enough for... It is not pole position. Once again, it's P2. And have we been beaten by our teammate in qualifying in a battle for pole? And we have. Fair play to Nikola Solov. The pressure is on. We said we're going to get rid of him at the end of the season if he does not perform. And so far, he is doing exactly what he needs to do. The DNF last time out, he was in a good position when he DNF'd. And now he's put it on provisional pole for the sprint race. Crucially, though, it is the sprint race. We need him to do that and back that up in the main race. But we will see when we get to that, chat. We will see when we get to that. P2 for us. George Russell, though, still on a hot on our heels. And once again, 2 tenths off a pole position. But a good lap there. Showing some good pace. Any real struggles? Yes, Yuki Tsunoda way down the order in qualifying. Toyota not looking good at the moment as a car. Audi, Cadillac and Toyota still all at the back of the grid. Both McLarens outside the top 10 once again. Franco Colapinto with a great qualifying to put his car P7, as has Isaac Hadjar in the Honda. Really good qualifying from some of those drivers. Right, let's get into the race then, chat. The sprint race is going to be a wet one. It's going to be a wet sprint race. I finished in P3 in Australia. P3 in Australia. Always the bridesmaid, never the bride. Well, maybe we'll be the bride for the championship this season. We will see. That's the weather. It's going to start off very wet, but it is going to dry. And we will see whether it is going to be intermediates or wet tyres for the start of the race. Get your predictions in the chat. Where will we finish in this race? Let me know all of your predictions in the chat. James, thank you very much for the follow. Welcome in. Theo says P2. Melly says P1. Isaiah says 1P. Miguel, thank you very much for the follow. Welcome in. Welcome in. Get your predictions in the chat. Light Alucard, thank you for the follow as well. Solov binning into your side in turn 1. DNF for you both. Could you imagine? Christian says P1. Lek MV says P2. David says P2. Christian says P1. P3 after you lose your wing running into the back of someone in the rain. No player. Stop it. Somali says P1. Red Bull Champions gives me a P1 medal. Pravin just says you. I have faith in you. Let's go, Christian. P1. Let's see. Let's see. Oh, no, you said thank you. Craig says P2. James says P3. Ale Minnick, thank you very much
The
for the follow.
ever-tightening turns of 1 and 2 will prove tricky in the slippery
Let's see what we can
conditions
do.
here.
Let's see what we can do here. In the back of the car, let's use a flashback.
Alongside me in the commentary box, my old
There's a
friend,
beautiful
Anthony
Toyota,
Davidson. Well,
driven
they're
by
saying that a
Oliver
change is as
Behrman.
good as a rest, and whilst
Sup,
we're
Hayden?
not
Hope you had a
best on
great
show
break,
in the
mate.
sprint
Glad to
format
see you
today,
back. Thank
there's
you very much.
definitely a
Kane, we are
change to what
good,
we usually see on the
refreshed,
track.
and ready
Now,
to
you're
go
the racing
again.
driver in this partnership, so tell us about this racing driver. Put
Ready
us in their
to go
shoes. How are
again,
they
chat.
gonna be feeling?
Well, you've got to be prepared, Crofty, before you even
Right.
step foot inside the car.
Gonna be a
You've
bowling
got to
game,
know
top
that having
10.
a pre-race
Go
game plan.
off the track
You've
because some
watched
back marker will
videos
forget to
before you get
brake.
into the
I mean,
car
it's a
of
sprint
previous
race, so I'll
races
be
gone
very
by.
surprised
You know where
if
you
we
have to
get a
race
back
the car
marker in
if
the sprint
X, Y,
race,
or Z
right?
happens in front of you or behind
That will
you.
be surprising.
So
But hey, look,
having
never
this
say never.
clear game plan
Built a
is
great community here.
absolutely
Thank you very much to
essential
Racing
before you
Jay.
get in the car.
Good to have everybody in the chat. Wet race, I feel a disaster coming for you.
Okay, here
I mean, we
go.
are
I
running
know what you
low
can do.
wings,
Don't let me down.
which is not going to be good for the wet. I'm looking at that rain, and look, I've got an option for us, chat, okay? And I don't know whether people are going to like it. Okay. It says it's slower, but we would have the tyres at the end. Now, I don't know if it's going to get fully dry. I don't think that forecast is right for the whole race. But I do think that it will get to intermediate tyres potentially by the end of the race. We've got 10 laps. We'll lose time at the start, gain it at the end if we go inters. 1 in the chat if you think that we should start on the wets. Historically, it's just not a good tyre to run in the game. 2 in the chat if you think that we should start on the intermediates. It is a risk, and as I say, we will lose time at the start, but we should hopefully gain time at the end. It's a gamble. It is a gamble. But it could be a good gamble. 1 in the chat for the wets, 2 in the chat for the inters. A lot of people saying 2. A lot of people believing, having that game knowledge, knowing that the intermediates are a good tyre. They are a good tyre. No slicks? Yeah, no slicks. I want Chaos 2. Let's do it then. Let's do it then. Let's go. And before we get into the race, it's the Gullis Racing front row lockout for the first time in our history. But before we get into the race, chat, I want to know, where is everybody watching from in the world right now? Where are we in the world, chat? Let me know. I never came too early. Hey, good to hear it, Al. Good on you, bro. I'm glad you don't come too early. Work in Austria. We got Philippines, got Sweden, China, Scotland, Ghana, GB, Essex, Philippines, Trinidad and Tobago, Scotland, Greece, Ireland, Denmark. Now, you said what you said, Al. You said what you said. Texas, Finland, Portugal, Boston, Ireland, South Africa, Portugal, Netherlands, Mexico, UK, Greece, Hungary, Thailand, India, UK. We've got South Africa, Iowa, from the planet Mars, Jabab. We've got Iowa under Hayden's table. Which table? My desk or my actual table? At the bottom of the sea. What did you think of the series stock, by the way? A very snowy Prague. Do you ever think that you would see Red Bull implode? I don't think so. New Zealand from Singapore. Gullis Racing 1-2, let's go. Australia, Bulgaria like Solov. So you're rooting for Solov in this race. Bro, the Inters look like such a good play. The track looks Inters already. Yeah, I mean, the rain is coming down quite heavy. I will say that. So I don't know. We're going to wait and see how this goes. Don't pour Hamilton-Rosberg at turn 1. We will see. Great first 3 episodes. 4th was questionable, but good ending. Okay, good. I enjoyed it. I certainly enjoyed it. I think it was a bit rushed. And I didn't really feel like it's what I want from a unit show, if that makes sense. I kind of, what I want from a unit show is very similar to like a Torchwood show. A bit more grounded stories, right? Dealing with sort of, you know, alien invasions or aliens, you know, coming to Earth. And it's just like very unit focused. I didn't feel like this was very unit focused at all, if that makes sense. And I kind of felt like it was a bit of an L because of that. Like, when that soldier guy died, I didn't really feel too much because, like, we barely know him. He's been in a few episodes of Doctor Who, but other than that, I barely know him, you know? Anyway, right. Round the final corner. We're very internationale today. Solov is on pole. New Year reset, 100% or still banned. We will give you a chance on Sunday, but we will see. We will see. I don't know about 100% races, but we will see. I haven't really seen you race too much, so we don't know. Anyway, line up 0.1.
Okay, so that's the
Let's
rest
go,
of the
baby.
grid
Let's
forming
go.
up
This
now.
is
Be
beautiful.
patient and watch for those
This
lights.
is beautiful. It's a Gullis Racing 1-2 for the first time in our history. It may only be a sprint race, but we'll be looking to make a double podium in today's race. I'm starting on the intermediates. It's going to come to me as the race goes on. The lights come on, the engine's revving, and we go. Racing for the Chinese sprint race, and the intermediate tyres actually get off to a better launch than Nikola Solov on those wets. And Solov around the outside. Now I've got a tiptoe in the opening stages of this race. I don't want to force Solov out wide, so I'm going to let him lead for the time being. I'm going to try and be his blocker. If those wet tyres can work, I can maybe play the defensive game for the first few laps whilst I wait for these tyres to get up to temperature. It's not going to be as quick as those wet tyres are going to perform. The intermediate tyres will struggle. But for right now, none through the corners. And we go overtake through the straights. And now that person who was watching earlier will be like, whoa, I told him to do this earlier. Listen, okay, in the wet weather, we have to focus a bit more anyway. It's the only way to be quick in the wet. I don't want to have too much loss of traction. But let's just see how Solov performs as this race goes on. We know where they're going to be really quick, chat, and that is going to be the final corner onto the back straight, because their traction is just so insane out of this corner. Look at Solov, watch him. Now I know I'm running none mode through here, but it won't affect us too much. From here, look at his traction out of this corner. Look at him go. Look at the time he can gain. I am pushing as much as I can out of that corner. How much time did Solov just gain on me through that turn? Insane. Insane. Right, let's see what we can do, though. Oh, a bit too late on the brakes. Just a little bit. We get slowed down. You've been off for 2.5 weeks, no racing. I haven't touched the game in that time. And I'm definitely a bit rusty, I feel like. But the wets are going to work really well right now, chat. As I say, the intermediates, they're going to come to us. Okay? The intermediate tyres will come to us as the race goes on. Weather report.
These conditions don't look like they're shifting. We're predicting at least 20 minutes of heavy rainfall.
Okay, that's not what I want to hear. What do you mean 20 minutes of heavy rain? It says it was lightening up halfway through the race. What the hell is that? What do you mean? Solov might just win the sprint race this season. Solov might win the sprint. Let's see if we can stay with him, though. Because these intermediate tyres are very, very good compared to the wet. Once you get them working, once you get them sort of rub it in, I think we can fight him. We're good in the midsection, like really good through there. It's just this one corner. It's just the traction zones. That's where he really gets away from us. Why does my car sound like a V12? It's a V10. It's a mod that I'm running. Look at this. 5/10 the gap right now. Let's see the gap after this corner. I can't get the throttle down anymore because we just lose the car. 1 second. He gains half a second on me in one corner. It's insane. Just got here. Has Mark ruined your strat? I think we're okay. I think we're okay. We've still got good pace. And I think as the race goes on, our tyres will work better than those wets. So I think right now, yes, we will struggle. But as this race goes on, we will cook, chat, okay? We've just got to trust in the intermediate tyres, okay? Trust in the intermediate tyres. Fastest lap of the race so far. That says all that I need to hear right now, chat. But it's one thing to be quick. It's a whole other thing to make an overtake in Formula 1, especially in wet weather conditions when we don't have aids like DRS that can help us make an easy overtake on the straight. So let's see here. Where can we make an overtake on my teammate? If we can make an overtake at all. As we go purple in the first section, it's definitely light rain. Like, is this heavy rain or light? What do we reckon, chat? Weather report.
Okay, so heavy rainfall here.
Still
to
says
stay
heavy
for
rain.
A while. Doesn't look like it's moving on anytime soon. Inters seem to be the fastest tyre for now.
Come on, come on, come on. Inter's fastest tyre for now. Okay. So that's good for me. And I think I agree with that because we've gone and set the fast lap of the race so far. We're so close to him. But when we need to be close, which is right here, we just don't have any grip out of this corner. Like, look at this. Oh, wide on the curb. That's not going to help me either. Come on. What the flip was that? What the hell? What the hell just happened there, chat? What was that? What was that? Can anyone explain what just happened there? We've just been smashed. Oh my god. Look at this. Look at this. This looks amazing, right? Just driving normally. Bonk. Oh my god. Oh my god. That's actually insane. We need to watch it from wait. There we go. Here we go. Oh no. Here we go. Right. We need to watch it from this POV. Right, here we go. Nice and smooth. Nope, never mind. Cracking save though. Right, some of you might be thinking flashback. Oh my god, nearly blew up into the Honda driver. And we've rejoined onto the track. Way down in P9 in this race. And well, we know now, do not use that curb. I believe I have the pace in the intermediate tyres to still win this race. The track will be coming back to us. Senna and Colapinto are going side by side. Let's set this one up. Get a nice run through there on Colapinto. There we go. Beautifully done. And now we go through on Senna. To the left-hand side on the McLaren driver. And that's already 2 positions regained in this race. Right, Antonelli is up next in the Ferrari. DNF for him in the first race as well. Be looking to score a handful of points in this race to at least get close to his teammate. Charles Leclerc, best driver on the grid in terms of ratings right now. Solov leads the way. Will it be a first sprint race win for my teammate? Doing exactly what we need him to do. When we're not winning races, he is instead picking up the pieces. And that's perfect. Yeah, the physics had a bit of an issue there through the corner. So we now know, do not use that curb on the outside because it will murder us. Just trying to find the grip around the circuit in these treacherous conditions. We know where we're quick. And it is not in this corner coming up. But we can at least gain in the braking zones, and I think that's where we're quickest, chat. It's braking. Try and get on this corner here so I can get more inside line to not get anywhere near that curb. 0.7 of a second is the gap right now, but we have got excellent straight line speed, so let's push. Let's push on the overtake on Kimi Antonelli, who will go defensive into this corner. So we're going to go deep on the brakes around the outside. Get the traction off the corner. And there we go. Past Kimi Antonelli in the Ferrari. These intermediate tyres, they are the one, chat. They are definitely the tyre to be on. Alexander Albon goes quickest. And we're going to take away that fastest lap of the race. Why? Because this car is on fire right now. We're on the right tyres. The intermediate tyres are best. And as this race goes on, these inters are only going to get quicker and quicker over the full wet. So, let's keep this up. Isaac Hadjar up next. 5 laps to go in this race. Or 6 laps. 5 cars to overtake. Let's keep on going. Have I met Mark? Yes, when we fired him many, many times in his career. No, I haven't met Mark. Push, 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 push. Come on. Let's see what we can do here, chat. 1 in the chat if you think that we can still win this race. 2 in the chat if you think it's gone. 1 in the chat if you believe that we can still win this race. 2 in the chat if you think it's gone. What do we reckon? Sergio Perez is out.
Okay, it looks like
no, that's not Aaron. No, that's Sergio. That's Perez. Don't know what you're on about, Mark. All right, Sergio Perez out of this race, but he's in a Cadillac, so that's no real issue for us. We're right behind Hadjar in the Honda. They'll get great drive off this corner, but we have the straight line speed, chat. So let's push. 2, but still possible for a podium. I need to make sure that I pick off one driver every lap, which I'm not going to get Hajar here. Can gain on the braking. And maybe I can get him out of this corner and onto the start-finish straight. George Russell goes fastest. How much quicker are we? They're doing a 48. I'm doing a 48 as well, but I had a little bit of traffic that lap with Hajar in the final corner. Charles Leclerc is up next. Some of you are saying 2. Some of you are thinking that we cannot get. It's 5 laps. No way you can take this home. We've got better tyres. The intermediates are faster. We are the fastest driver on track right now. And the top 3 are very, very close with one another. So I think that there is every opportunity that we can win this race, chat. And there's one saying we have on this channel, and that is never give up, never give in. Even when things aren't going your way, even when there's a physics bump that chucks you way offline on the track, you keep on going, you keep on pushing all the way to the end. Charles Leclerc, the next car up, ahead in the on-road. And then there's a 3-second gap. So Alexander Albon, George Russell, and then my teammate Nikola Solov. It's definitely intermediate tyres. I mean, they're not even gaining as much as they were earlier on through that corner. But it's 1 second right now. As Danny, thank you very much for the 5-stream streak. Welcome in. It's like 4 seconds, 5 at most. Come on. Come on. Keep on gaining lap time. We'll get Leclerc out of this corner. Not out of this corner, sorry. Out of the final corner, just like we got Hajar. At least I hope I will. By burning the battery. Come on, come on, come on. He's got a fast car. But so have we. 47.1 is what we're doing. Up the inside into turn 1. Don't drift out too wide on Charles Leclerc. Got to keep a tighter line. Don't let him anywhere through. And there we go. Up into P4. My teammate fighting with George Russell and Alexander Albon. Albon, of course, the race winner in Australia. George Russell finished behind us. I think in P4. Charles Leclerc was P2 in that race. And now Nikola Solov, who had a DNF last time out in Australia as well, looking to try and bring home a race win for Gullis Racing. It may be the sprint, but hey, it's still 8 points, it's still a win. We'll take every small victory. As we started our first front row lockout. Again, only a sprint qualifying, but it's still a front row lockout. It's progress, chat. And with 3 laps left to go, nobody can say right now we are not in the battle for the race win. Because we are right there. Alexander Albon sitting comfortably in P3, but how comfortable will he be when we fill his mirrors with yellow and blue down in towards this corner? And if you are new around here, chat, and you're watching for the first time, enjoying this race, and you want to see more, then make sure you hit that follow button to never miss a stream. As we close up big time in towards that corner, can we go for an overtake on Alexander Albon into the first turn here? A nice line through the last corner. Not the greatest of exits, but let's push like hell on the battery. Fastest lap of the race so far. Albon doesn't defend it. On the inside into turn 1. He swoops around the outside though. I'm keeping it pinned on the inside to make sure I don't run out wide on the Mercedes driver. No contact. And there we go. Back to the podium. And it is George Russell. P2 right now in this race. Licking his lips. His eyes set on my teammate. Come on, come on, come on. Push, push, push. Let's keep on going. Thank you for the follows. RVDT, Dan Walker, Mouse, Tintin, Sean and Hassan. Thank you. Let's keep on going. Push, push, push. You can do it. Let's go. George Russell just ahead. Let's do this. Absolute. Thank you for the follow. It's Owen as well. Thank you for the follow. Hydrate is not the time, Doc. We've got 2.5 laps left to go of this race. 2 drivers to overtake. Why were you so low down? We hit a weird bump that just chucked our car out the way. But that does not matter now. Through this corner, we're going to lose time. The traction out of here is not great. But can we take victory here today? Come on! Assist settings, no assists. We don't run any assists. George Russell has a nice gap to us. Alexander Albon closing in. Will we have enough in the car to get past George? We know where we're quick. It's out of the final corner, down into turn 1. And we're very, very close to George Russell here. Less than half a tenth, or half a second right now. Out of this corner, burn the battery, the rest of the battery that we've got. George Russell, will he go defensive? He will. We'll swoop around the outside if we have to on George Russell. Still on the inside. We go in a little bit too deep. And that is not where we want to be, but we can switch it back on the inside on George Russell. We run it out wide just to switch it back on George. It wasn't the plan, but the opportunity presents itself. I'm not going to say no to that. And there we go. Let's get the traction off George. And there we go with the battery, moving ourselves into P2. And it's only our teammate that separates us between our first win of the season. Okay, it may only be a sprint race win. Do we hold rank? Do we let Solov have his first race win of the season? And do you know what we say to that, chat? No. We don't give easy victories here. We earn them. If he wants his sprint race win, he has to earn it. He has to defend well against me. Otherwise, we are taking that place. Nicholas Solov leads at the moment. And he will get insane traction off this corner. But will he be able to hold on for one final lap? Here at China, there was a small error from myself out of the exit of that corner. 1 second is the gap right now. George Russell, 2 tenths behind me, has got an opportunity to stop me from overtaking Solov if he then goes on the attack of myself. He does not, and we get it slowed down for the hairpin to stay close to Nicholas Solov. It's going to be all about this final corner, all about the exit that we have, because this has been the best overtaking opportunity for us all race long. And here we go, burning the rest of the battery. Nicholas Solov burning the rest of his battery. Can we get close? Can we go for it? Not quite. Not quite there, but if we keep it tight, we can maybe sneak on the inside. And that's exactly what we're going to try and do. No contact between me and my teammate. Leave maximum room to Nicholas Solov through turns 1 and turn 2 as I get a little bit out wide onto the slippery stuff. Solov holds the lead of the race so far, but now we burn the battery down into the hairpin. Still wheel to wheel with Nicholas Solov, who's on the outside line. Leave the space on the outside. Be respectful to Solov. He's still there, the red arrow prominent, but it's over. We've taken the lead of the Chinese Grand Prix sprint race. However, is it all said and done? No, because they are so powerful. Going on to the final back straight. So we have to have our wits about us, chat. We have to be prepared to fight with Nicholas Solov at the end of this race. Although it's 8 tenths of a second, I know they gain a lot of time out of that corner, but I feel like it might be a little bit too much. Let's wait and see, though, round this corner, how much pace is Solov going to get? They won't get dirty yet from being behind me. They do have insane traction. I've still got 80% in my battery. So who has the better straight line speed? Here we go. Nicholas Solov will have a look to the inside. I'm going to force him to the inside line. I like the outside line because it's going to give me good traction around the outside. Here we go. Solov tight to the inside, wheel to wheel between the two of us. But we will get the traction out of the hairpin, going down to the final corner. And that has got to be one of the best recovery drives we have done in a long time as we take victory in the sprint. Yes, let's go. What a drive. We nailed the strategy in that race. I told you, chap, the intermediate tyres are going to cook. We'll take the hit early on. I didn't expect to take an actual hit on track, but we take the hit early on and then we push. Let's go. Beautiful stuff. And the first 1-2 in Gullis Racing history.
And of course, the Grand Prix.
Nicholas Solov, great drive, great drive. He did everything. He did everything he needed to do, but it just wasn't enough at the end of the day. It just was not enough. So fair play to him. Fair play. And George Russell, P3. Alexander Albon will finish P5. P4, sorry. Charles Leclerc, P5. Isaac Hadjar gets points, as does Kimi Antonelli in the Ferrari. And then as does Max Verstappen, P8. Right, what was the time? What is the time? I think I might end the stream here. Because we've done, what, 4 hours already? And I need to slowly build up to getting back, because I can definitely feel it in my throat. The Racing J, thank you much for the 5 flaming tires. GRC Roller, thank you much for the GGs. Really appreciate you. And the more flaming tires. Absolute legend. Thank you, GRC Roller, for all of those. Solov team is unhappy that Gullis disobeyed their own. I am the team orders. I did not disobey nothing. We have the rules. The mindset of Gullis Racing. You do not get gifted, you earn it. So how the standings look after that race. Alexander Albon still leads the championship. But it is Charles Leclerc, who is 1 point behind us right now. George Russell's in there. Solov, though, great drive. Puts himself P8 in the championship, equal with Max Verstappen. So fair play to him. And we are only 18 points off the championship. But I think Mercedes is going to be a tough team to beat this season. I think they're going to be the competition. George Russell and Alex Albon both having strong results. It's going to be very, very interesting. Very, very interesting. Right. I think that's going to do for us today, chat. I need to fix my mic, whatever the issue is that we're having there. So we'll fix that for the next stream. And we will be back on Tuesday to take on the Chinese Grand Prix. And to take on whatever's next, which I think is Japan. I think Japan. So that's going to do for us today, chat. Thank you very much, everyone, for watching. I know that things are a little bit more slower as we slowly build back up momentum on the streams. It's just the way that streaming works. If you go away for 2 to 3 weeks, you lose a lot of momentum and viewership. So I really appreciate all of those who have stuck with the streams, who are watching and enjoying it. And we'll be back to where we were in a couple of weeks, don't you worry. But thank you for watching. I'm going to end, first of all, on... Where do we end first? End on YouTube first. It's usually where we end. So I'm going to end first on the YouTube streams. Thank you for watching, YouTube. Have a good rest of your day. I'm going to see you on Sunday. Everybody who's watching, I'll be live Sunday. Community race, Mystery Grand Prix. We've got the spin wheel. And we're going to spin that for some tracks. Monaco will not be on the spin wheel because we did it as the last one. So we will have some different tracks for the spin wheel. Thank you for watching, YouTube. I will see you on the next stream. Goodbye, one and all. Love you, love you, love you. Goodbye, everybody. Shrey, thank you very much for becoming a member for 27 months. Sorry that I missed it. Really, really appreciate you. Thank you all for watching. Goodbye, YouTube. Goodbye, all of you. Love you all. Goodbye, YouTube. Bye, 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 bye.